Good evening, everyone. Hope we are going well and looking forward to this one. This is a game I've been, as a neutral fan, have had in my calendar for a number of weeks. So looking forward to tonight. Would have been better if we didn't have as much fantasy carnage as what we've had the last week. But yeah, I don't know why my microphone keeps coming up saying it's like really loud. Is there a way that I can turn this down? No, I don't know what's going on with my mic. Does my mic sound fine? Because it sounds like it's really loud. Like here, it's coming up like completely red. If I turn it down, does that? Oh, there we go. Actually, that. Oh, that's why. Because it's on full. Okay, that's why. I reckon that's better. Yeah, it's not coming up as red anymore. So there we go. Cool. Yeah, it's all sorted. I forgot that I had there's like a volume bit there that I wasn't even looking at. So, but yeah, hope we're all going well. What do we got? We got any questions for tonight? Harley Reid, which forward for under 880k? Seems to be the question of the week, that one. With Coleman being out, a lot of people going, well, who's a forward that's under that price? I'm currently going Shea Bolton, who I wasn't originally very keen on, but seeing the last couple of weeks, played well. I can get Nick Martin at the same time, so I'm going there. I actually think Luke Jackson is a pretty good play. If you can sort of accept that you may need a trade out at round 13, but if you got Cherry, could cover next week, worst case. So I don't mind it. But yeah, best forward under 880k. It's a tough one to answer because Chad Warner's my favourite that's around that price. I'm just having a look. So who's under 880 that would be an option? You're looking at guys like a James Peating, a Brian Myers, a Shea Bolton, a Luke Jackson. I wouldn't go Pickett, wouldn't go Parker. Manor, maybe, but he's a bit expensive now. Peatling's playing sore. I would have said Peatling, but obviously he's playing sore now, so I wouldn't look there. As I said, I'm going a Shea Bolton, who I'm getting in to make a little bit of cash. Toby Green has got a richer matchup. I'll probably wait another week before jumping on him. Dylan Moore is 696. So you got a few options there. I'm going to say Jackson or Bolton just because that's where I'm leaning to. But Matt, can we bring in Stewart tonight? Oh, geez, you're asking the wrong person. No, I'm keeping a big eye on Tom Stewart tonight because I think he could be someone that I'll be looking at bringing in next week for Luke Trainer because he's cheap. He's got a round 16 bye, which is perfect. You don't have to keep him the whole year. So, yeah, Tom Stewart, massive watch tonight. I hope he goes well because I actually want to bring him in so he can actually pay me back for starting with him. So, was going Coleman in, but have to pivot, but can get someone around someone under 800k. Yeah, so Matt, that's what I was doing. I was originally going Coleman, but I've now pivoted to Shea Bolton, so that might be where you could go if you got DPP. But yeah, Coleman out is obviously it sucks, and I don't know if I'd be jumping on him anytime soon either, just because they're clearly going to manage him through, and he's been quite pulling up sore after a few of these games. Thinking Jackson with Sean Darcy, not named, or Cozzy for a pod. I wouldn't go Cozzy, Harley, but if you're keen on Jackson, Jordy is going him, and he's going on quite nicely, and he's pretty keen. So I think Jackson's probably my pick. Matt, who would you get out of Shea, Stewart, Berg, and Filippo? So Stewart, I'd watch a week. I need to see a week first before I jump on. So I'll say no for Stewart. Plus, you got to lock it in tonight. Nothing worse than locking him in and getting a 50. So no. Bergman got the bye next week. You might as well wait a week, see how he goes. Radigalese outside, watch a week. So that really comes down to Shea and Filippo, and I'll be going Shea Bolton because I've seen more from him. Filippo, I'm waiting on. I'll jump on when I see a decent score. Lee Everett Mills. Not this week. Can't go him this week. Got to wait a week. If he looks good this week, then a lot of people are going to bring him in next week, but I couldn't jump on him early. John Sanders, would you field Trainer or Bice as your D6? Well, hopefully you can loop between those two. I'd still back in Bice out of the two. He's got Melbourne at the MCG, but I think Trainer could also go okay. I'm just making sure my Bolter team is set. I wouldn't be bringing anyone in tonight in Bolter. So who plays? So tonight, tomorrow. So Nick Munt can be my VC in Bolter. Is anyone else playing tonight in my Bolter team that I just got to fix up? Otherwise, then I'll keep answering questions. So Baz plays tonight. So Baz is the only one. So I don't need to do my Bolter team tonight, which is good. Cool. All right, cool. I don't need to worry about that too much. Where were we? Brisbane Bloods, Bont or Steele in this week? I prefer Bont rest of season, but you can't bring Bont in with a bye next week. So I'd be going Steele this week, and look at Bont post his bye. Alex, hey Bales, thoughts on grabbing Martin or Dawson this week? Would be banking 80k instead of 5k next week to be worth it. I would be going Nick Martin this week. Obviously, everyone knows I love Dawson, but I'm going Nick Martin this week. I think Martin could be big, and he's got the round 16 bye, which works for a lot of people. So I'd be going for Nick Martin. I think both be good though this week. Brisbane Bloods, my buy structure is 4-0-8-3-6 with the remaining player to add one to their respective buy. So you've got 0 on the round 13 buy. So definitely Jack Steele then, Brisbane Bloods for sure. I think you're talking about primos, obviously, in that scenario. Have to trade out JHF and McRae. Who would you target? Martin and someone sub 840k. I don't know who. Or Dawson, good buys. And a forward sub 765k. So Angus, if you're looking at that, I would go Nick Martin and Shea Bolton and bank some cash. I'd go Martin and bank some cash instead of Dawson. I love Dawson. I think he's going to be great. You're going to need him, but I'd go Martin this week. Better buy, defender forward, Richmond matchup. Brisbane Bloods or Sinclair over Steele. Sinclair has high roll variability. I would go Sinclair over Steele, yes. I'd go Cinco. Defender mid, who'd be a top 6 defender. So I'd be going Sinclair there, Brisbane Bloods. Dom Zillan. Who would you bring in out of Blitzarves and Stewart? I'd go neither because Stanley's named again for Geelong. So I would pass on pass on Blitzarves. If you had to bring in one this week, it's Tom Stewart. But I want to wait a week on Tom Stewart before looking at him. Fantasy Carnage continues, says Lee Everett. Yes, mate, unfortunately. Murphy, Coleman out. Yes, unfortunately he is. So, yep, a lot of adjustments have got to be made from people. Everyone's saying volume's fine. Good. I just went short to Sinclair, McRae to Heaney. Tick, tick. Yep, like those trades. Yep, good. Was better. Turn it back. Says back. I'll keep it like this just because it's not coming up as like too loud on my thing. But if it's too quiet, we can adjust. Heaney or Holmes, says Lockie Robbins. I'd be going Holmes with the better buy, but obviously I'll lock it in tonight. But I'd go Holmes with the better buy. Just wanted to look at my own fantasy team. Who have I got tonight? So I got Holmes in defence. And I've only got Holmes and Baz. Okay, cool. So not too much. No Dogs players, unfortunately. But yeah, Holmes and Baz in the team. And keeping a very close eye on Stewart and a few of those doggies. What defender do I trade in? Coleman's out, says your boy Xander. How much cash have you got, your boy? Best defender under 840k. It's probably Bergman or Stewart. The buy play says go Stewart. I don't know if I could launch into Stewart straight up. So I'm not going to recommend your boy Zenith to go into him straight up. If you can do DPP, put maybe Nick Martin into defence if you've got Nick Martin or someone and make something work. It's probably Stewart between him and Bergman because Bergman could be in defence this week and he's got the bye next week. So if I've got to choose, it's Stewart, but I don't want to pick Stewart this week if you can help it. If you can do something else, I'll definitely be doing that. VC Smith or Cherry, says Caleb Fife. Tristan Cherry for me. Apparently Bailey Smith's been playing sore as well, so he was at 6, but he would be down a couple of spots to maybe 7 or 8. Actually, no, I'll keep him at 6 for now, and we'll see how it goes if I was to move anyone above him. But obviously, can't really do much because he plays tonight. But I'll be going Cherry, definitely. Brisbane Bloods, can we bring in Tom Stewart? The Cats have a great run until they're buying round 6. Yes, I know. Great run, great price, good buy. I'm waiting 1 week, though. I can't bring him in this week. I've got to wait. I've got to see a score for a solid score. Even an 85-90 would do it for me. So, for sure. I went Heaney, says Tony. Yep, like it. Merritt or Martin, also Bolton or Birdman. I'd be going Martin and Bolton out of those two. Martin defender forward over Merritt. Merritt's got a pretty tough run in terms of tags after the Brisbane game next week, so wouldn't go there. HKVX. Hey, Bales, McCrae Martin, and thoughts on Merritt or Holmes for Horn Francis? McCrae Martin tick for me. I'd go Merritt for the matchup, but also if you need a defender, Holmes has obviously got a good run after this week. So I like Holmes as well. If you need the cash, the 100k cash or whatever it is difference, then maybe go Holmes because Merritt's going to lose a lot, but Merritt's going to give you the sugar hit this week. Yo, Bales, VC Martin or Baz, says Ben. I'm VCing Martin. Martin's at number 3 for me this week, and Baz is at 6, so he's down the list. So I'd be going Nick Martin. What is news on Peatling? Pissed I went him last week. Could be so much better if we had like 75% Tog. Apparently just a bit sore, but I think he'll play. Spicy take Tom Stewart to turn up tonight, says Marco. Part of me hopes he does, because then I can look at bringing him back in. I'm a sucker for punishment. What can I say? I've got the money to get anyone any round, not round 12 or 13 by looking at either Merritt, Dunkley, Green, or Martin. Thoughts, says Jim. Martin for me. Martin for sure. My trades this week were Horn Francis to Mills and McRae to Sinclair. Leaving with 230k in the bank. Would love your thoughts. Yeah, Lee, I don't mind them. I'd prefer someone over Mills. I wouldn't want Mills this week. I want to watch a week first, so I'd probably use that 230k on top of him. You can get anyone like 980, right? If you don't have a Nick Martin, if you can just get there, I don't know. But you got obviously getting Sinclair, but maybe you can get another position. So I'd get someone else over Mills this week, Lee. Thoughts on Noble with 3 green games for the buy, says JR. Yeah, he's been good. Yeah, Noble. I looked at getting him in a few weeks ago and didn't end up doing it. So if you're keen on him, good matchups. I like it. Martin and Anderson or Dawson and Warner? Says Andrew. Can you do Martin and Warner? I'd go Martin and Warner, and bank a little bit more cash, I reckon. I smell a Bont 130 plus tonight, says Ben. Yep, he definitely could do that for sure. He's my number 5 captain this week. Is Martin a must-have this week, says Gareth Evans. Not a must-have, no, but very good option. Good matchup, good buy, defender forward. MDM Dism X, is Libra a good pickup this week? Yeah, solid. I don't know if I'd bring him in, but yeah, I wouldn't go. Actually, no, sorry, I wouldn't go him this week. He's got the buy next week. I'd be looking at other options. Andrew Domahidi, Anderson, Warner, seeing Heaney, who to bring in? I'm assuming that's Sarong. So Anderson, Warner, Sarong, Heaney. In terms of order, I'd order it probably Warner, Anderson, Heaney, Sarong. Nick, just listen to your captain's vid, but I can't go past the VC on Baz Knight, captain on Martin at the moment. Yeah, don't mind it, Nick, but obviously they said Baz is sore. But a lot of people are going to go VC on Baz tonight, so you might as well have a punt. Lee Everett, so you're much more comfortable getting in this week, Bolton, than Mills, and having cash in the bank for next week? Yes. Yep. I would go Bolton over Mills this week. Bales, you have the VC on Baz or Martin? Martin for me, Henry V. Thanks, Bales, says Matt. Oh, good, mate. Happy to help. Have you checked on Mitch with the Coleman news? Says Jack. No, I haven't messaged Mitch, unfortunately. But yeah, it sucks with the Coleman out. And Luke told him to do it as well. He literally could have had Bailey Dale playing tonight. Bales, you have the VC on Baz or Martins. Oh, no, I said that before from Henry V. John Sands, thoughts on McRae and Short to Heaney and Martin? Yep, tick for me. Yep. Matt, can we play the 3 rookies down back and bank cash with Horn, Francis, Simpson? I don't know if I'd be having 3 defender rookies and then Simpson on field. So I'd probably look at something else, Matt. Here we go. Baz in the CBA. Holmes there. Atkins as well. No one's gone up to Baz yet. Maybe they're giving him the cold shoulder. Well, Matt Kenny's giving him a handshake. So, no argy-bargy. So, about to get underway tonight. Looking forward to this one. Good game here. No argy-bargy, no nothing. So, there you go. Interesting. Let's see how we go. Thursday night footy. It's probably the favourite game I've looked forward to watch along for a while, actually. So, looking forward to seeing how we go. So Stewart doesn't look to have any strapping on the knee, or maybe like a slight bit of tape, so which is good. So there's a kick for Baz early. And set to buy Donald. Is Mills an option? Sight unseen, says Angus. Not for me, no. Bales, don't mention Stewart's name again, please, says Ben Hayes. Lee Everett. So I brought in Bolton this week for JHF and McRae to Sinclair. That'd tick for you. Hang on. Sorry. Just looking at that. So Bont handball there. Good mark by Norton. So JHF to Bolton, McRae to Sinclair. Yeah, they get a tick for me. Yep. Intercept mark by Guthrie. I'm hoping Holmes goes well tonight. There's Holmes +6 there, actually. So I'm hoping Holmes has a good game tonight. Brought him in last week, so I'm hoping that he can repay the faith a little bit. There's Baz +6 coming up. He's going to get the handball off to Holmes. Holmes handball as well. So Holmes couple of touches. Baz couple of touches. Good to see. Single to Jezza. So Jezza lining up for goal. Rosie or Cherry VC, says Murphy. Cherry VC for me. Liam DMD, not enough cash for Merritt, so going Setterfield instead, which also lets me go up to Nick Martin from JHF and McRae. I don't mind that, Setterfield's not a bad pod. I don't hate it. He's probably a little bit expensive, but if you're keen on it, I'd tick it off, I think. Advark, says, thoughts on McKercher. My trades at the moment this week are Daniel Bice to Anderson McKercher. Daniel and Bice. So, Advuck, have you not got Horn Fronts or McRae? If you have, congrats to you, mate. You're like the only person that probably doesn't have to have forced trades. I don't know about McKercher. He had a good game last week, but that was mainly due to 10 tackles. So, he looked good last week, but I don't know if he's going to be a good fantasy player for this year. Future years, yes, I think he'll be a gun, but I don't think I'd be going. I want to see something more. Simpson would be bench, says Matt. Oh, if he's bench, yeah, you could tick those trades off then, Matt, for sure. Your boy Zenos, trading McRae for Martin, trading out joint Horn Fronts. Who do I trade in with 820k left? I'm going Shea Bolton, so I think I've probably almost got there's a Baz tackle. Bit of a angry tackle there. So good to have Baz. No one's really got into Baz, so sort of a bit of almost giving him the cold shoulder in a way. There's a Bont kick as well, clearance. Where was I? 820k. I've probably got to say Bolton for a forward, right? If you're looking there, but the obvious two out to Sinclair and Jackson says limits. Yeah, I like that, mate. Yep. I think Jordy's doing something similar, or maybe he's going Nick Martin and Jackson. But I like Sinclair and Jackson. That was another option I considered, but I'm just really keen on Nick Martin. My gut's telling me to go Nick Martin, so I'm going to go there and go for Bolton there instead. Was pretty kissed with only McRae out until Garcia lay out. Oh, well, could be worse as Stu. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it sucks that he's out. I was tempted to go Myers, but didn't want to lock it in this early, says Limits. Yeah, it's probably a good call, actually. Tony Ford, tick off McRae to Martin and Cleary to Simpson. Yep, Tony, tick for me. I'm assuming you don't have a Horn bag, but I'd be ticking those trades off. There's another kick for Baz. So Baz has started pretty well, getting plenty of the ball early. There's Holmes again. Another handball for Holmes. So a couple of touches for Holmes. I'll adjust these scores as well because we haven't done it so far yet. So Baz top scoring on 19. Holmes on 10. So it's good to see. Good that two players I've got are going okay so far. Holmes looks on early, says Jack. He's looked good so far. Yep. Tony Ford had no short. Horn France, Callahan, Coleman, Garcia, Rossard. Yeah, right. So Tony, you're dodging all the bloody bullets, mate. Well, congrats, obviously. It's always good when you can dodge some bullets. But yes, tick for me, mate. If you could do McRae to Martin and go not McCleary and maybe go a red dot instead of Cleary, I'd almost prefer to have more green dots through the buys. Ed Richards has kicked the first goal. Sorry, first goal, second goal? Second goal of the game. First goal for the Dogs. I would go like a red dot or like Connor Stone or a different rookie other than Cleary, just because Cleary has got some good matchups through the buys, could be helpful. But if that's what gets you the trade, I'll tick it off. The jumpers would probably be confusing as hell for Smith. Potentially, yeah. Don't have McRae or Horn Francis. No, says Advark. Well, congrats, mate. Let me know what the lotto numbers are going to be because you've dodged all of it. So congrats, mate. Limits, yeah, I've got Nick Martin, which is great, but also leaves me without a lock in trade, I guess. Yep, fair enough. I think Smith is bordering C lock every week, says Alex. Oh, he's got to be V, C, or C for most weeks, I think, just with how he's playing. So there you go. Mullins going to Ed Richards. I did say that on the captain video. I thought that it'd be Bont would be free and it would be Richards getting the tag. There's a Baz tack off. It goes to Geelong. No, here's Bont again. Bont's had a few disposals. That's Bailey Dale's first touch, I believe. There's Norton. There's Fraser, McNeil, and Norton's there alone. So Dogs going to kick couple very, very quickly. How much midfield time does Shea Bolton spend? Last 2 weeks, he's been over 50%. So that's with Young being out. And I think that the way Freo... Oh, my God, he's missed it from there. Hit the post. I think the fact that Young's out, I think that'll continue. Bolton's really just a buy play for me. I'll probably end up trading outside the buys. I think Stewart's come to the bench already. There's a mark for Blitzarves. Gives to Myers. Trying to find Manor, but Kennedy with a mark. Are you going Bolton to save on cash? I'm going Bolton partly to save on cash, but also because I can't get a Chad Warner who'd be my ideal get. Like, if I could go Sinclair and Chad Warner this week, that would be what I'd be doing, but I can't. So it's like, well, do I go like someone suboptimal and Chad Warner, or do I just go Nick Martin and Bolton? And I decided Nick Martin and Bolton at the moment. I could go Josh Dacos and Chad Warner, but I'm more keen on Nick Martin, so I'm going there at the moment. Nothing for Max Holmes. Oh, here's Max Holmes. Max Holmes, good. Kick for Holmes. Holmes looks good early. A few touches. Hopefully he can continue. Close. Keeps it in. Holmes could be on for potential +6 here. No, I'm not going to go to him there. And it's a mark for Neil, is it? No, it's a full play on apparently. So Baz is already up to 26. Wow. Bont's already up to 19 as well. And we're only like not very far into the game. So Baz could be on for a massive one here. And I'm going to be spewing because I don't have VC. But to be fair, I never really looked at Baz VC because I was always pretty keen on Nick Martin. So I can't really get too upset. Blitzarves mark. Blitzarves lining up for goal. So Blitzarves has started pretty well, I think. See if he kicks goal. Man United finished as Tony Ford. Mate, I have not watched a Man United game for most of the season. I've just lost interest in Man United. I still have watched Premier League games throughout the year as well. But as a Man United fan, I'm not really keen until I can actually see the club actually start going in a good direction. And people may call me that you only go for them when they're going well. I do go for them when they're going, but it's been that long, and they just keep making too many wrong calls at a higher level. I'm just not following it at the moment. I just can't be bothered. I just waste 3 hours of my life knowing that they're probably going to score maybe one goal, if not none, and they'll lose every game. So I'd much rather watch other teams play or watch the IPL. Advark, says, I hate the AFL Fantasy app. VC'd Baz and it didn't save, so I had the VC on English and Captain Cherry. I actually had English at 7. So he was only just behind Baz. Obviously, it sucks that Baz has gone big so far for you, but I did have English still up there. And I think Cherry goes well. So the jumps are confusing for me, lol, looking at the shorts, says Karen Shanahan. Yeah, not a good point. Andrew Grives, Myers must have. Why is he so lowly owned? I don't know if he's a must have, Andrew, but he's a good option. I considered it. I just didn't want to go. Well, if I could have gone Myers and Nick Martin, I probably would have gone there, but I was 4K short, so I decided against it. But he started well. So is the Bont. So the Bont started well as well. Can't believe we're only 5.5 minutes into the game. It sort of feels like this game has gone, been a while. Baz kick again. This will be an English handball. Trying to go to Bailey Smith, but Ed Richards spoiled it. So I think that'll be a tackle for Myers there. There's Libba. Yeah, let me know in the comments who you guys have got in tonight's game. There's Bont, +5, coming up. Gave the handball to Bailey Dale, who gives to Matt Kennedy. This will probably go to Fraser. Yep, goes to Fraser there. And Johannesson. No, missed it. Too far. Switch VC from Baz to Martin at 5:25 p.m, says Ben Hayes. How long was that before the game started? Everyone will have Smith VC except me, says Moonboy. I don't have him VC. I went Nick Martin for the matchup. I was more keen on that one. So, hey, let's just see how it goes. He's on 26. We just got to keep it. He's going, obviously started amazing. But at the end of the day, we do have him. And we'll just see how he goes the rest of the game. Because he might get tagged from this point by a real hard tag. Who knows? The way he started, he's been pretty good. So, intercepted by Cleary. 5 minutes before. Oh, in Perth time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. 5 minutes before. I would have gone, if you asked me, though, I would have gone Martin VC. So, I've done Martin VC over Baz as well. So, that's where I went. G'day, Bales. G'day, everyone in the chat. Smash up likes of Bales, legends. Thanks, Moonboy, mate. Yes, let's smash a like on the video. We already got 13, so if we can get 100 again, that's our goal every single stream. So, yes, make sure you do smash a like on the video. Only have Baz and Bus if you count him, says Limits. Yeah, I've only got Baz and Holmes, so only the two tonight, and then Bus on the bench. I didn't VC Smith because I was worried he'd get rattled by the old team, says Tim. That's another reason why, I didn't VC him. I just thought maybe big game, he might go okay, but I didn't know if he was going to go massive. There's Holmes with a handball, so Holmes got a few touches early, which is good to see. Did Smith last minute after talking my brother out of it? Oh, no, Henry V. What are you doing, mate? You're stitching your brother up, and then you're the one benefiting from it. Finlay Hawthorn, who on field, Cleary and Lindsay can't loop? Maybe back in Lindsay because he had that big quarter last week. There's Stewart. There he is. My boy that ruined my season. +6 already for Tommy Stew. So we'll see if he can put up a good score because he's someone that I am looking at bringing in potentially next week. Smith, Holmes, Wiltshire on the bench, says Lockie Robbins. Here's Holmes with another handball. They should go to Holmes here. No, they're going to go... Why would you go to O'Connor instead of Holmes? Interesting. There's an intercept mark for Lob. But yeah, so Lockie Robbins, I'm pretty much the exact same as you, except I just got Buslinger instead of Wiltshire on the bench. Limits. Martin or Merritt for VC. I feel like Merritt has done something to prove, so could go insane, but Martin has an awesome role where he's everywhere. Out of those two, I've got Merritt at number 1. I think Merritt goes absolutely massive. So I would be going for him this week. I've got Martin at 3 and Dawson sort of right in the middle of those two. So I'd be going for Merritt. There's Tommy Stewart. Good to see him. I'm glad to see him back. I do like Tom Stewart. He just ruined my season. So good to see him back. Yeah, Martin's got a great role. I think I'd go Merritt though. Tim, with Coleman out, there aren't many options in the back line, so I might roll dice on Stewart next week, says Tim. Yeah, well, Stewart looks good. I'm looking at Stewart next week as well. So, yep, I like it to keep an eye on it, especially. Because, again, Stewart's got the the round 16 bye. You hold him for a few weeks, you can trade him at his bye, and it's fine. And if something happened, like an injury or whatever, you're protected by best 18. So that's why I'm looking at it. Oh, trying to go to Duncan over his head. Here's Holmes, though. Free kick for Holmes, maybe? You got a handball out anyway, so that's fine. Myers, that's a lovely kick. No, Cameron couldn't quite... No, Neil couldn't hold it. Manor couldn't hold the chest mark. A few drop marks at the moment. Holding the ball. Okay, there you go. Free kick for Manor. Myers is a better pick than Warner, says Andrew Griffiths. Oh, Myers has started well. Yeah, if you went Myers, you'd be pretty happy with the start. I looked at it. Didn't go there, though, in the end. Bloody Holmes had 7 touches, but he's had 5 handballs. Myers up to 24 as well, so big start for Myers. A lot of fantasy run players up in the first page. You got Kenny on 13, English on 16, Blitzov 17 for anyone that went there. Holmes on 19, Myers 24, Bont 27, Baz 29. So been a good start for a lot of players that people have got. So good to see. Be nice if this is a sort of watch along where we can get some good scores from good players early in the round. And Manners kicked the goal. So Geelong 3 goals to 1 goal 2. Yeah, make sure you guys keep smash like on the video. We've got 15 so far. So if we can go to 100, that's obviously our goal. Surely Blitzarves drops another ton. I would have said yes if Stanley was out. I would have gone Blitzarves this week if I knew Stanley was out. But with Stanley in, I didn't end up going there. If Stewart goes well, is it him or Coleman for bias next week? Stewart goes well, it's him. Because Coleman, I don't know if I can trust anymore. With the fact that he came back for a week and he's already being managed. Brisbane are they're in the perfect position where they don't have to play him. They can rest him and he can sort of be rested and managed. I just don't think he's going to have high time on ground and score well enough to be a consistent option. I don't think maybe he could be a D7 if someone's in a luxury position. But besides that, I'm not sure. I think Holmes is on the bench at the moment. Thoughts on Horn, France and McCrader, Merritt and Bolton, says Tim Hall. Yeah, I'll tick them off, yep. Sultan, I had to trade short for Blitzarves last week. Oh, Blitzarves started all right, so I know he's sharing with Stanley, which isn't great, but at least you got a good score last week and he'll go okay. That was good to see Tom. I know that Dogs scored a goal there, but that was actually quite good to see Tom Stewart sprinting after the play. So it's good to see at least he can actually sprint and not break down. So why are you looking at Stewart? Just flick Trainer to the midfield. I could. Yeah, I got Sheasel, but again, it depends what I can do because I'm down on Team Valley, Andrew, and I need to find some cheaper guys to fill out my 22. I'm not going to take a risk on someone that's not worth it. So Stewart doesn't look the goods tonight. I'm not going to go there. I'm just saying he's an option. There's still plenty around, right? We might get forced trades next week. We might have something else pop up. I'm just saying Stewart's there. He's a cheap option, perfect buy to bring him in and flick him at the buy. So just someone to watch. Let me do a quick refresh again on the scores. Bont up to 31. Whew. Big start for the Bont. If he didn't have the round 12 bye, he would have been someone we would have looked at. God, it's unsettling seeing Riley West's eye with like the bloodshot eye. It's unsettling, but there you go. Probably cop something there. McAuliffe is a big watch if he stays in the 22, says Andrew. Yep. He's another mid-priced option with no rookies that could be someone to look at. Baz, the headband's been taken off, so free kick for Baz. This will be on 33. So massive start for Baz. I didn't get a chance to catch the Traders live show because I'll listen to the pod after this game's done. Where did Calvin have Baz in the captains for the week? Stewart, there he is. Gives handball off to Baz again. Baz on to 36 now. Great kick to Tyson Stengel. Where did Calvin have Baz in the captains? That I'd be interested to see where he had him. And Stengel hit the... Oh, no, I was going to come back. Oh, it's making its way back. They've got a lot of curve on it, but missed that one. Yes, it was Buku that gave the free kick away to Baz then. Calvin said not to VC Baz. No, he didn't like it. Okay, yep. I probably would have agreed just with the rumours of him playing, being sore and against the former team. I just would have thought, I just want to see how he goes. But it is what it is. If he goes massive, then we got him. Baz was 8th, says Fiona. Yeah, I had him 6th. So, yeah, so me and Calvin was sort of pretty similar in terms of that. Calvin's the number one captain pick of those, so I'm not going to say I'm the oracle or anything like that for captains. We're having a good year with captains, though, just quietly. 13th overall, which is nice. At least something's going right for me this year. So hopefully that can continue. Stewart has looked good so far. So, and I know Geelong are the sort of team that won't bring him back unless he was absolutely right to go. So that's the other reason I'm looking at him. There's a potential that it's a tackle for Stewart. So Stewart's getting some points, which is good to see. It's actually relaxing watching Stewart and not relying on him to go well because of like potential injuries. Whereas I can launch in next week and save by best 18. Stewart's on the top page now. He's up to 18. I don't know if you can see him on the screen. Oh, yeah, you can just see him on the screen. He's on 18. So good to see Tom Stewart scoring all right to start. Still 6.5 minutes. See, it feels like the first 5 minutes were slow, but then the last 10 minutes have gone really, really quickly. Again, it's good to see Tom Stewart again getting up to full speed and not breaking down, which is good. So hopefully you can keep going. Dogs tough matchup for mids. That's why. Yeah, that's another good point. Yep, I just think Baz is probably not. I think he's matchup proof at the moment, the way he's going. So I wouldn't look too much into matchups. So I was more just concerned about him playing sore and against the old team was probably going to go one or two ways, and it seems like it's going the way of dominating his Baz again. Kicking that is a great kick to Stengel. Stengel, that'll be a goal for Geelong. So Geelong take 11-point lead now. I'm stuck with Mills for my trade this week. Hope he can do well. Any chance he can pop a 70 or 80? Yeah, Lee, I think he can. I'd just be nervous trading in week 1. But if you've locked it in, then yeah, I hope it goes well for you because I want to trade him in next week. So what are you up to? Up to 16 likes. So if you haven't liked it yet, up to 17, someone just liked then. So make sure you keep smashing like on the video. Let's try and get 25 before the first quarter ends, and then we go to 50, 75, and 100. So 100 is obviously where we want that main goal. So if you can like it, that'd be very much appreciated. Be a massive start for Baz. Holmes should be back on now as well, so hopefully Holmes can get to a good score at the quarter. Man, Baz defies all rules of fantasy. He's an absolute freak of nature, says Tim. Yeah, he's pretty bloody good. He's pretty good. So is Holmes still on the bench or is he in at halfback? Because they've got Baz, Atkins, and Mullen. Free kick for English. I think Holmes is still on the bench, which is quite surprising. He's been on the bench for a while. Unless that was him just over there. Be nice if he's taking the kick in. No, that's Guthrie. No, Holmes been on the bench for 8 minutes. Get him on. I don't know why Holmes is standing there waiting to come back on when a goal was just kicked. That's very, very poor management. Again, fucking Holmes, man. Stuck on the bench. He got stuck on the bench last week and they rested him for the final 5 minutes of the game. Get him back on. Evening, mate. This was a cruel round. Nank, Horn, Francis, McRae, and Callahan. Also had El Hawley on my mid-bench, says Double Dummy. Yeah, there's a lot of bullets flying around for coaches at the moment, unfortunately. As they say, I think we just had to roll with the punches at the moment. But yeah, that sucks, Double Dummy, mate. Hopefully you can get by. I think Callahan's the number one, and you've probably got to trade Nank because you've got no cover unless you've got Jackson. So... Or you... Oh, actually, no, you probably... That's probably a situation where you probably could trade in Jackson for one of those forwards and then bench Nank and then keep Nank if you want. But that's completely up to you. This is annoying. Like, why has Holmes been on the bench for so long? Hopefully Dogs can mark it. Good, Davidson. Thank you. Appreciate the mark. Get Holmes back on. He should not be on the bench this long. He's one of your best players. Didn't tune into Watchalongs last week. How's the 100-like streak going? Yeah, we're still on it, mate. Still on the 100-like streak. We're still going. So hopefully you can continue up to 21 now. So appreciate everyone that's done that so far. Exactly what I did earlier, Bale says Gene. What did you do, Gene? Was going to VC Nank 2, says Gene. Yeah, he would have been probably pretty good against Eston tomorrow night as a bit of a pod. I reckon there's a draft league where we have 2 rucks on field, and I think my 2 rucks are Nank and Sweet, so I've got no rucks this week. That's fun. Avoid the donut by going Nank to Roma and went McRae to Bolton, who I swore I'd never get again. ... So, double dummy. I hope he goes well, mate, because I brought him in as well. So, yeah, let's hope that he can put up a solid score. Fraser not doing too bad, says Lee Everett. What's Fraser on? Davidson's on 32 as well. He's going along nicely. So if anyone had him as cover for a Horn Francis or McRae, they're going to be pretty happy with the way he's gone so far. Cleary's on 25 as well. Fraser 22. I just love how Fraser's just done well since I traded him out. Do you have any concerns on Bolton with the likes of O'Driscoll and O'Meara returning potentially? Maybe. But Bolton's playing really well in the midfield that they're probably going to want to keep him in there for the time being. So, and again, he's just a short-term buy play. I'm not bringing him into expecting him to be like a top 6 forward or anything like that. Give it to Holmes. Holmes, get the goal, son. No, he's kicked it. No, it's going to be a goal for Neil anyway. So goal for Geelong, back to 10 points. Yeah, I'm not bringing in Bolton thinking he's going to be this like top 6 forward and be really, really good, but yeah, just for a bit cheaper. Are you basing the Bolton pick off CBAs? No, not just CBAs. He's played well. He's looked good. I think besides that 22 that he dropped when he was forward the whole game, he's had one. That's his only score below 66 in about 7 weeks. So it's just because he's cheap, buy play. I'm hoping he can make a tiny bit of money as well. Worst case is I trade it around 13. But with Coleman out, I can't really do much else that I like. So, few out there getting kissed with Davidson, says Jack. Yeah, probably. A few will get kissed for sure. Double dummy. Baz's VC might mean I can scrape 2,000, assuming my primos go okay. Freo's next 5 or 6 games are really good. Yeah, that was another point. I like Freo's run coming up as well. That was another good point. Thank you, double dummy. And the buy works as well. I don't have any forwards with that round 13 buy now with McRae out. So, it sort of just works in the buy structure as well if I need to hold. Holmes, mate. Get a tackle. Get a tackle. I think you got a handball anyway. Nice of Geelong to give Smith a run in the reserves this week, says Alex. Oh, he's playing very, very well. Dominating at the moment. So we've got just over 3 minutes to go before quarter time. We've got 23 likes. 2 more likes before quarter time would be fantastic to get us to 25. Get us a quarter of the way to 100. And that'll be out of bounds. Do a quick refresh as well. With 3 minutes to go. Baz on 42. Jeez. Holmes on 24 as well. Just need Holmes to get a few more marks and tackles. That'd be nice. Jack says Myers and got the eyes emoji. Yeah, Myers been good. So he's another option potentially with the round 16 buy you might be able to go launch into. Holmes, Holmes, go for the tackle, man. See, Baz got the tackle. Holmes, another handball. Holmes has been handballing so much this first quarter. I think that he's up to, I think he's like 11 touches, but like 8 handballs or something. And Liver. Good mark by Vandermeer. He'll be lining up for goal. High-scoring, free-flowing game so far. I love how Bell's treats like benchmarks similar to fantasy scores per quarter. Oh, I guess it's just I guess the way that it sort of works, right? We're up to 27, so appreciate everyone that's liked it so far. Very much appreciated. So goal for Vandermeer. We've already had 9 goals in the quarter, so loving this game so far. Good game of footy. Bevo really trying to tag with the replacement, says Alex. Who's he trying to tag with? Picking out of all the forwards, who would you choose? My structure suits more of a round 13 or round 15 player. I'm keen on Jackson because Solaraki is juicy, but also want Rankin. I would go Rankin out of the 2, for sure. I'll do Rankin out of all those guys' limits if you can. Lee Everett, you should do more Watchalong. So we try and do as many as we can. We should have one tomorrow night again. Saturday night as well should be up. Should have 3 this week. We'll see. Normally I see on Saturday how we go. If I do both Thursday, Friday, I sort of just see how we're going on the Saturday if I do one. But there should be one this stage. There'll definitely be one tomorrow. I've got Nick Martin on debut. VC. Should be a fun one. Saturday night we've got Freo and Port or North and Collingwood. I feel like North and Collingwood's where we want to go, which means I won't see Bolton in his first game for me. There's a handball for Holmes. Again, so just loving the handballs at the moment. I don't mind. He's getting points. If you just got a few kicks, though, that'd be good. Another handball for Holmes. he's just handballing for fun at the moment. It's ridiculous. I think he's had like 14. Has he had like 14 touches or something? I think he's up to like that. We'll check in a sec. Kennedy. Oh, you're trying to use Kenny as a tagger. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yep. That's a mark for Henry, surely. Is it? I think Stewart's on the bench again. I reckon they're managing Stewart through the game. I think it's his second bench stint for the game. Oh, no, Stewart's there. No, never mind. I thought he was on the bench again, but no. There's Stewart with a handball. Oh, missed handball, but that's fine. Stewart will probably get the kick in as well. That's to Myers. Damn, I thought that was Holmes for a second there. Myers has started pretty well. Where's Holmesy? I hope Holmes is on for the switch. Oh, no, Holmes is in the middle of the ground. Stewart +6. Good to see Stewart going well. Baz, another +6. Far. Oh, no, he dropped it. That was a bad drop. Your old man needs his back, says Alex. So he's going all right. I can. It just leaves with 7K, but I should be fine for trades next week. He's short still to go, says Limits. Yeah, I'd go get Rankin. Lock him in. He's got West Coast this week. Good matchup first up. Don't know if that's a kick for Holmes. I hope it gets counted, but it might not. If Holmes could just lay some tackles here, this could be a big score for Holmes. Can I upgrade Daniel next week, says Marco. Yep, that's what I'm looking at doing. Daniel will probably be going for me next week if I can make it work. I need to be conscious of upgrading my team and getting rid of those rookies and the players that could put up dud scores. Norton goal. So Dogs now back in front. So we've had 10 goals for the quarter now. Who's the best rookie to bring in for a red dot this week, says Crinkly Cut. Cooper Simpson, for sure. Cooper Simpson's the best one. I'll refresh the score in a sec. I want to refresh him in a sec, but I do want to sort of see what the scores are on. But I reckon Holmes has had like 12 handballs in this quarter. It's been ridiculous. I remember this is a game last year, actually, Dogs and Cats at GMHBA, where it was that real slop, where the ground was in really bad condition, I'm pretty sure. Tom Stewart is back, says Jack. Oh, he started well, but he could get injured at any point. So I'm not going to say he's back until I see a good score at the end of the game. But I was never going to go into him this week. I could have, but I was way too nervous to do it. Here's Holmes. Is he going to get a handball here? Yeah, he's going to get a handball again. Loves the handballs tonight. That could be a tackle, though, for Holmes. Potentially. There's Myers to Blitzarves. It's Holmes running by for a handball. No, bloody DeConing running by for a handball. Okay, that's not what I expected. Oh, quarter time. There it is. Sorry, should clarify. I've got Simpson more looking at the new one's name this week. I'll have to have a look. I'm not sure who's after that. That's rude to my boys. But it's true. Sorry, Limits, mate. But Rangers just got a good matchup. Alrighty, let's have a look at the scores for quarter time. So we've got Baz is on top on 48 points. Absolutely dominating. 91% Tog as well. Bont's on 42, going along very nicely. 5 tackles helping Bont a lot. Richards on 34 with the tag is going along well. English is on 34. It's a good score from him. Myers 33 is good. Stewart's on 32. Far out. Here we go. Tom Stewart's back. Going along very nicely. And looking very much like the Stewart that we know. 72% Tog though, so being managed a bit, but still dominating. Sanders 32. Holmes is on 32 as well with 13 touches. Just the one mark, no tackles is what's hurting. That being a massive score. Davidson 32 as well. Libber 27, Fraser 25. So I think is anyone doing bad in our fantasy teams? Like if anyone's got Kenny's on 19, which is a little bit unders, but it's not awful. Everyone's doing well. So it's a good fantasy scoring game so far. So let's hope this can continue because normally these watchalongs don't always bring everyone joy. So hopefully we can see these good scores keep ticking over. You think I keep TDK or bring in Marshall, says Tomo Trims. If you held TDK last week, you probably don't need to trade now. Marshall's got wits in the Gorn, so I'd hold TDK. I'm seeing Filth, Ablet with a mullet, says Alex. Red Lighting, which mid do I go to from JHF? Probably going to use McRae's Elite for Bailey Smith. Bailey. I didn't even see Bailey Dale. He's on 12. Yeah, not great from Bailey Dale, sorry. Where was I? Which mid do I get from JHF? And then 2, probably going to use McRae's Elite for Bailey Smith. Which mid do you get? If price is an issue, Jordan Dawson's probably up there. I like Dunkley for the buy. Tom Green's okay. I'm not as sold just with his very up and down and no help in the midfield. Noah Anderson's cheap, who I like. Jack Steele's cheap, who I don't mind as well. They're probably Zach Merritt if you're happy to take on the big break even. He's got Richmond this week, but a few tags after that. So they're probably the ones there that I don't mind. I'd go Dawson if you don't have him, if you can afford him. Dale on 12 says Tony. Yep. He's not going too great. Kalen 5 changed on VC from Smith last few minutes to Cherry because the question. Kalen 5. Sorry, mate, but I was just going based on my order. So, but yeah, he's obviously dominating. Should I double downgrade Horn, Francis, and McRae for a bag of cash for the buy, says Mark? I'd probably still want to get someone in. I'd still want to get a primo, and I wouldn't just go both down. I think at best you'd go one down, one up. That's what I'd do. How was Sanders on 32? I haven't even noticed him, says Marco. Yeah, I haven't noticed him either, to be honest. Yep. Dale is bumming, says Limits. Pissed I changed my VC off Baz and switched to Martin, says Ben. If I answered that for pre-game and said that, I apologise, but I was just going off my list. I haven't gone VC Baz either. So I'm going Horn, Franson, McRae to Bolton and Martin, going with safe play this week. Yeah, Ben, that's exactly what I'm doing, those 2 moves this week. So how many players are you holding on their respective buy rounds 3 to 4? Yeah, about that, Sultan. I haven't actually looked exactly, but it's about 3-4 on their buy. Yep. With Coleman out, I traded Martin into defence and brought in Myers. Pretty happy so far, says DJ. Yep. Myers done well, so I like the trade-in of Myers. Kennedy, not amazing so far. He's tagging, right? Yeah, he looks like he's going a little bit with Baz. It's not really a hard tagging job, so. Any chance you can see the percentage of VC on Smith and Martin? Yes, I'll check it in a sec. Yep. Bailey Smith on his way to a 200, says Lee Everett. Kalen 5. Rank these options. Rank 2400. Merritt and Bolton or Heaney and Sinclair. I'm heavy on the round 14 buy. Okay, yeah. So Kalen 5. Who have you got on the round 14 buy that you'd be trading? Because if you're heavy but you're going to trade some guys, I think I'd still go Heaney and Sinclair. I think that's the better option. But if you're heavy and you can't trade some of these guys on their buy, then probably go for Merritt and Bolton. Probably just a buy one. If you are tuning in live as well, make sure you do smash a like on the video. That'd be very much appreciated. We're up to 31 likes already, which is fantastic. We're trying to keep the streak of 100 plus likes on every stream. So that'd be fantastic if you guys could do that. So percentage of VC, let's have a look on the guys tonight. So VC, 15% have gone Baz, and he's clearly the number one. Dacos at 9%, Sheasel 9%, Cherry 8%, Whitfield 6%, Dawson 5%, Gorn 4%. Then you got Merritt 2%, Rosie 2%, Bont, Marshall, Brayshaw, English, DeConing, Zorko, Martin, Dunkley, Heaney, all 1%. So Martin seems to be a pretty unique VC, actually. Cherry's on 20% as captain, so clearly the most popular fullback captain. Gorn 9%, Marshall 9%, Dawson 8%, Baz 7%, Dacos, Whitfield, Sheasel 5%, Merritt 2%, then you got Bont, Rosie, Zorko, and Dunkley 1%. And that might change when the numbers update overnight, but yeah, that's currently what they're on at the moment. Crinkly Cut, do you tick off McRae to Heaney and Garcia to Bolton? Yes, yep, I'll tick them off. If you could go Sinclair and Bolton for those two, that'd be ideal, but obviously Garcia's a bit cheaper, so you might not be able to, but I'd tick them off. Let's just quickly see if there's any late adjustments. There was a couple of players that moved around, but I'm not sure exactly if there's any major ones there. So there you go. I've traded, says Tomo Trims. Mark Bessel had VC on Baz Smith all week, rolled back my trades and forgot to put the VC back on Smith, so heartbroken. Oh, yeah, sorry, mate. I hate when I hear stories like that. Like, I feel for people because I know I always check my team like 4, 5, 6 times pre-lockout to doubly make sure, but I know people just do it and they don't have time to double, triple, 4 times check it. So, mate, hopefully Baz doesn't go 180 against you and you can your VC goes well. Who'd you have VC? Who'd you have the VC on, Mark? Who did it leave it on? After trading Roberts, Trainer, and Bias, I'll have 19, I believe. That's with no rookies and maybe Long. So, yeah, who would you be trading, Caleb, on that buy? Like, who would be the 3 guys that you would see you still having on that buy and you'd be trading? That would be what I'd look at. Because if you've got too many, then maybe you go for Bolton and Merritt. And here's Jezza. Jezza lining up for goal. Every week we doubt Baz and leave him out of VC and C. Every week we learn to put the VC and C on him. Says limits. Yeah, I guess just hearing that he was sore was the only reason I didn't look at it. I was pretty comfortable going on Martin with the matchup tomorrow night. So, but it's one quarter. It's one quarter. We've just got to see what he ends up on. We have seen players go really well and then go quiet after. So we'll see. But he's looking very, very good. Crinkly cut. Got Sinclair A's to go for the West Coast matchup. So been up and down. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tick him off. I like the trades. Heaney is a good in. Can they tag Baz or nah, says Ben. I'm not sure who could go with him. Yeah, I don't know. Rosie season. Do I trade Horn Francis for Warner and McRae to Chera? I like Horn Francis to Warner, but I don't like the Chera in because a lot of people that have him would have been looking at trading him out. They'll probably hold now, but he's got the bye next week, so I wouldn't be doing that. 920. Could you go Heaney and Sinclair, Rosie, season? That would be what I'd look at. Heaney and Sinclair, if you can make that work. What were your trades this week, says Vince Cubes? My trades, I've gone McRae up to Martin, and I've gone Horn Francis down to Shea Bolton. So that's my 2 trades. I'm not in love with the Shea Bolton in, but I think he'll go okay. I decided for him over Tom Stewart because I didn't want to launch into Tom Stewart straight up, but Tom Stewart started well, so we'll see if I launch into Tom Stewart next week. How is it so high scoring? Well, 2 teams that score plenty of points. There's a kick from Holmes. It's just been a pretty contested game, so a lot of players getting involved that way. Baz, another kick, so Baz continues to dominate. Out to Manor. Manor had Ollie Dempsey in the goal square. Missed it. Who do I bring in for 920k, says Rosie Season. Who do you bring in for 920k? Let me have a look. Who would I bring in for 920k? I'm assuming that's with getting Warner. So who is 920k? Mark for the Bont. Bont started very well as well. 920k. Let's have a look. So Bont ain't getting cheaper. We're going to have to pay a premium for Bont, unfortunately. Because he's just a very, very good player. Guthrie out to Holmes. Holmes +6. Keep going, Holmesy. This is good to see. Goes short to Myers as well. Handball to Baz. Baz handball there. So Holmes and Baz continue to rack up. There's close. Gives it to Jezza. Oh, Jezza. What a goal from Jezza. Back to 10 points. Really good game of footy, this one. Really enjoying it. So 920k. You got Josh Dacos there. It's probably an option. He's got a decent run. Not in love with it, but he's there. I would have said Holmes, obviously, at 896. Chad Warner's there. I like Heaney. I don't know if I trust Sarong just yet. Amon's there. Not sure. Could you go... So, Rosie, could you go like... If you don't have Sinclair, I'd almost go Sinclair and Jackson. I'd go Sinclair and Jackson if you can do that. Really, after what Tom has done to your season, says limits. The buys help. Best 18. He's on the bench. Sorry, not on the bench. So it's best 18. If something were to happen, you get covered by that anyway. He's got the round 16 bye. He'd be a guy you bring in and you trade at his bye. So I'm not saying I'm going to definitely bring him in. I'm just saying he's a guy that started well and he's very cheap. I can go a trainer to him next week, which gets a rookie off field and I get someone that's solid. But Callum Mills is still going to play, right? So Callum Mills might be the play. But I could also potentially bring in Stewart and Mills next week. We'll just see. Really looking forward to bringing in Bont. Love him to the exceptions. Yes, mate, I'm looking forward to bringing in the Bont as well. He's just so good. And he doesn't seem to be the number one tag guy anymore because it seems like they're free kick against Baz to Bont. Seems like they're going to Ed Richards a lot more these days and even potentially a Libber, Bailey Dale. So, yeah, Bont is someone I want to get in. There's Fraser with a +6 coming up. Would you tick off these trades, says Vince Cubes? JH had the Peatling and McRae to Sinclair. Would you do Horn France to Bolton and McRae to Nick Martin with the 4 and 16 bye and Richmond matchup? I wouldn't go Peatling because Holmes another kick. So Holmes is still continuing to rack up. He might even get the +6 here, you know. No, they're going back to Humphreys. Humphreys to Stewart. There he is. Again, +6 for Stewart. Myers another +6 as well. Geelong just racking up the points at the moment. Yeah, hang on. So where was I? Yeah, I don't know if I go Peatling, Vince. If you can go Nick Martin and Bolton, I'd almost prefer that. Just because hearing that Peatling's playing a bit sore, that's it. Otherwise, I would have said Peatling and Sinclair. But, and yeah, limits after he said really after what Tom's done this season. He can't really do any more damage, to be fair, because he's already ruined my season. So maybe it's some redemption for him potentially. Grover, hey mate, thoughts on McRae to Martin? So many questions coming through. I want to see. Keep watching the game. There's so many questions. Ooh, that could be a free 50-metre penalty against Bont. Yeah. Yep. Hey, mate, thoughts on McRae to Martin and Short to Noble? I've got 1.05 mil, so you can pick anyone below Zorko. Bloody Coleman isn't playing. Yep, McRae to Martin's tick and Short to Noble's a tick as well. If you're keen on Noble, I like it. Weary, thoughts on McRae and Horn Francis to Sinclair and Peatling, VC, Cherry, Captain Dawson. I like the VCC combo. Wouldn't be getting Peatling though, just because hearing these playing sore, they've got a tough run after this. I'd be looking at another option personally. Double dummy, I would have said Holmes at under 920, but he's playing now. Yeah. Also, Blake Stewart starting off strong, says Grover. Yes, he started well, which is, it's good to see, because at least it means he's still going well. So he's someone I'm still going to be keeping an eye on, because I might bring him in. So, thank you, says Rosie Season. All good, mate. Happy to help. Liam Rosenberg. I'm lost with Coleman out. Do I go McRae to Martin and Hayes to Bergman? Or do I go McRae to Bolton and Hayes to Sinclair? I would be going for... Oh... That's a tough one. I prefer Martin this week. If you're not heavy on round 12, Liam, maybe go Bergman. But, yeah, only because I want Martin this week. Exceptions. Martin and Sinclair in this week. 150k left over, you beauty. Yeah, that could be a dangerous tackle against Atkins. Yes, no, perfect ins, exceptions. Martin and Sinclair are like, if you can get those two in this week, you're very, very happy. So if you can get those two, very, very good. Lock them in. That'll be a tackle for Bont because it went to the Dogs. And that's a 50. Don't know who that was against, but 50. Gene, thoughts on Dylan Moore? Don't mind it, but yeah. He was good in the first half last week, 61, but then only 26 points after that. Is that a case of it was just a bad half and he was going well, or is it the fact that he's just doing what he's been doing and he just had a very good first half and that's it? So probably not for me. Maybe in the buys. Maybe not this week. But then again, I'm going for like a Bolton, right, who's also a bit risky. So it's an interesting one. I don't mind it. If you're keen on it, Gene, I could tick it off. Stewart played on for the kick-in. Gives it to Buse. There's Myers. There's Manor. I was hoping Holmes would be in that transition, but he wasn't. There's Neil. O'Connor. Myers again. Myers is absolutely racking up at the moment. And Jeremy Cameron again. Bailey Dale down to 9, says Tony. Wow. Weary, any forwards under 825k? Peatling, Bolton, Marrick. I wouldn't bring in Marrick. I'd probably go Bolton out of those three just because I wouldn't bring in Marrick now. And Peatling is playing sore, so that's my concern with him. Will Bont get a holiday, says Karen. Why would he get a holiday? Did I miss something? Limits, yeah, fair. Maybe you can fix it up a bit. Fee says McCrone, Horn, France to Marshall and Peatling. You get a Marshall? Oh, you might have had Jackson, your rucks. McCrone, Horn, France to Marshall and Peatling. Marshall I like. Peatling not as much anymore, just with him playing sore. And Cameron kicked the goal as well. Have Briggs to cover round 12 and 13 buys. Yeah, right. So you're going for Marshall on field and you've got Briggsy at R3. I would almost prefer to go Fee. I'd probably go for a Sinclair or someone a bit cheaper and then get Peatling up to someone. Can you go like Sinclair and Warner for those two, Fee? What are your trades this week, Buzz? Says Harry Thomas. McRae to Martin and Horn Francis down to Bolton. Bales, I called a Bont 130 plus, says Ben. Yeah, he did. Yep. Bourne says, Bailey, you single? Yes, I have. Yes, I am. Yep. Double Dummy. Dale was one I was considering. Finally, I may have dodged one, says Double Dummy. Oh, if you got him last week, you would have got that massive score. Have both Sinclair and Warner, says Fee. Damn it. That would have been a good combo. Is there another combo you can do without getting Marshall? Just because he's got two tough matchups and you've got Briggs there instead. Can you go another combo, Fee? That's what I'd prefer. And I hope I'm saying your name right as well. Hope it is Fee. There's a mark for O'Connor. Where's Holmesy was calling for it, but they give it to Holmesy. Holmesy's there. No, going long. And mark dropped by Davidson, actually. Is that a high against Holmes? No, I thought it would have been. Probably a little bit lucky, actually, not to be a free kick against Holmes there. And is that a free kick against Holmes for high? No, he's holding the ball. Okay, I thought he would have got a free kick against him because I thought he got him high. But Holmes is going well. Good. Keep going, Holmesy. Dale was one. Hang on. I meant this week in the Carnage, says Double Dummy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't have gone in this week with the buy next week. And he's not cheap anymore. Oh, bad kick by De Koning. Straight to Davidson. And that'll be a rush behind for Geelong. It'll be 19 after trading Trainer, Bice, and Long, but will be 20 if I don't bring Heaney in. I still think 19's fine because you got trades that week. You can get to 22. I think bringing in Heaney's fine, Caleb. If that's the better option for your team, Baz, another mark. Another +6 coming up for Baz. Here's a handball back to Baz. Oh, Holmes could be on here. Oh, there's Holmes. There goes Holmesy. Takes a bounce. Gets the kick away. It's a good kick. Neil, Mark. Holmes is going very, very well. And Mullen's all alone. And he'll be lining up for goal. Has he kicked a goal, Mullen? I don't reckon he has. Might be top tier glaze, but without you, my team would be cooked. Thanks, says Liam. Oh, mate, I appreciate that. I'm glad that my help and advice is helping people out there because my team is certainly not going very well this year. So if it's helping you, mate, I'm happy. And anyone else out there for that matter. Who's a better trade this week, James Squire or Jim Beam? Well, I'm not a big drinker, but maybe keep the Jim Beam. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. James Squire, they do like ciders. I might have had a cider from them. Maybe go James Squire cider. I don't know. Yeah, there's Stewart handball. Might get it back again. No, out of bounds. Well, Stewart tumbled over and he got back up. So there we go. Good signs from Stewart. Holmes got very lucky not to get a high tackle on 2 occasions there. Yeah, Crinky cut. Yep, I agree. But he got the hole in the ball, so I'll take it. Specifically for tonight. You have a James Squire cider if you've got the ciders or whatever there. There's Holmes tackled. Don't think Smith has touched it, says Henry. Oh, no. I just haven't refreshed the scores. Smith's on 59. So, out of bounds. Is that 52 now for Max? Yep, he's on 58 now. So, oh, no. Free kick for Holmes here. Is that against Bond? Don't know what happened there. Was it not given back to the umpire? But Holmesy's going to be on over 60 now. It's gone back to Tom Stewart as well. Far out. If I'd brought in Tom Stewart tonight and I had Stewart, Holmes and Baz all going well for me, I would be very, very happy. That's gone about 10 metres. Henry gives it to High. Give it to High. Oh, bad handball. Did Holmes, Baz and Jezza bring their own ball? Says Double Dummy. Hell yeah, they're dominating at the moment. Valid or no trade SPP for Fall and trainer for Nick Martin, says Rosie. You could. I don't know about Jonty Fall though as an option, but arguably you could look at doing that. I'd look at trading out other guys like your McRae's and your Horn Francis over those guys, but it is an option. I'm sure the 130 from Baz says Ben Hayes. Well, Baz just having a rest at the moment. It does, mate. That's partially why we are here, as you're always insightful, says Double Dummy. Thank you, mate. Very much appreciate the kind words there. It is nice when you get kind words from yourself and everyone that's commenting in the chat that when I'm having, even though my own team's having a tough year, that people keep coming back and they don't really care what my rank is. They come for the insights. It means a lot, so very much appreciate it. There's a mark for Kennedy and a handball as well. This could be a goal for Frazier coming up. No, he's missed it. Normally kicks those ones. Stewart seems fine, says Ben. Yeah, he does, yep. Who would you play on field? Cooper Simpson or Caleb Daniel? Oh, it's got to be Caleb Daniel. You got to play Caleb. There's bloody Stewart again. He's racking up. I should have backed in my boy. I should have just done it for the content. I should have brought him in for the content. Oh, at least this is showing that if he puts up a good score, we can jump into him next week and go, yep, he had a good game. He looks like the normal Stewart that we know and love. So, how was it insufficient intent? Oh, was that what the free kick was for? Insufficient intent. Oh, there's Dempsey. Goal for Dempsey. So 26-point lead for Geelong. Imagine bringing in Bailey Dale. Holmes paid the humps. Holmes a tart for next week. Friday finishes well, says Limits. Yep. I brought in Holmes last week, so he was an option this week for people if they want to go early. Ben Hayes, Bells, you're going to put like something on the wall behind you, like a painting, some Crows posters. Well, there's a basketball one, there's a Rory Laird one, there's a UFC one there. I've got 3. This is a rental. I can't hang them up on the wall. They won't allow it. So when move into their own house and can do that, there will be. Because normally I would love like Laird to be there, Volk to be there, and then like the bus one to be there, or something like that. So, but unfortunately, can't do it. At my old house, if people remember about a year ago or so, I had stuff on the wall. Sometimes you just got to risk it to be ahead, says Lee Everett. Yeah, I just didn't want to risk, because if I changed my trades tomorrow and didn't decide, I didn't want to lock in Stewart tonight. So I was never really considering it. Tony, really enjoyed your input for the season, Bales. I listened to you more than anyone. Absolutely love Sunday night round table, says Tony. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the kind words there. Is that tickled the post on the way through? All right, it's hit the... Oh, just a tiny bit of the padding. That's unlucky. But yeah, Tony, very much appreciate the kind words, mate. Appreciate the positive. A lot of people positive tonight. Very much I'm liking this after the carnage week that we've copped. Sinclair or Martin? Martin for me, Rosie. How good is JDM? Australia's taking out the UFC, says Limits. Oh, mate, yep. He has been on great performance against Bilal last week, or the week before, whenever that was. A couple weeks ago, I think it was now. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. It wasn't last weekend, weekend before. I'm glad he beat Bilal as well. I'm not a fan of Bilal. He didn't even give JDM a handshake or anything like that after he won. He was just out the cage, and I'm just like, yeah, you're just a dickhead, mate. So I'm glad that he lost. I'm glad that JDM won. So that's 2 champs in quick. There's Holmesy's free. Oh, they're going near him, but not exactly to him. And out of bounds. But yes, very happy. Bro, Jez is 4 straight guys insane, says Ben Hayes. Yep, Jez is playing well. What's he up to now, Jezza? 63. Holmes up to 62 now as well. So Holmes has overtaken Baz. Holmes had 20 touches. Like, he'll go off again at some point. But he was off for a lot of the first quarter. But considering he's going well, it's good. Like, when you trade in someone, you're glad when they score well. If only he had some tackles and more marks, like this could have been a mammoth score. But all in all, I'm very happy. I brought him in last week over Sinclair, so if he puts a massive score and Sinclair goes at 90, then I haven't lost out on anything. Nobody likes Belas's limits. Yeah, that too. Yeah. I saw him in Nigeria a few weeks after his previous fight. He's sick. Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy as well. So, yep, very happy for JDM that he's won. And Volk, my guy Volk, and then JDM going back-to-back is pretty good. So, very happy. What other games you live stream, says Vince Cubes? Probably tomorrow night, the Richmond and Essendon game, Dreamtime at the G. And then probably Saturday night as well, which will be one of Collingwood, North Melbourne, or Freo and Port. Probably doing Collingwood and North Melbourne just because we got Dacos, we got Sheasel, we got Cherry. A lot of relevant players in that game. So I'll probably go that one. That's probably out in the full, I think. Cool. We've still got 7.5 minutes to go in this quarter. It's felt like parts of the game have gone really slow, parts of the game have gone really quick. So, but no, enjoying this game tonight. 46 watching, only 12 likes. Hit the like button. No, we got more. We got 39 likes. We got a fair few. So keep smashing likes if you guys haven't liked the video yet. We're on 39. If we get to 50 before half time and be halfway to our 100 like goal, that would be fantastic. Grind Myers is still going along very nicely. Is he gonna handball off to someone? Damn, I think I took him out of my game day squad as well, which is really annoying. I had him in my team and I put Bolton in instead because I traded in Bolton. So I thought, well, I might as well get some enjoyment from everyone. Damn it. Limits hasn't refreshed. Is that scores? Well, Myers is up to 66 now. Wow. I passed it off to Atkins there. But yeah, going along very nicely. Stewart on 55 as well. And because North the best team in the league, says Carlton Fife. Yeah, make sure you guys keep smashing up. We've got 42 now, so nearly at 50. Yeah, Nordo didn't go with him, says Limits. Yeah, I was keen on that on the Myers part. I thought it was a good buy play as well. And goal for Atkins. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I took Myers out of my game day squad, I reckon. If I look, I reckon I took him out. Yeah, Baz Kennedy there. Bont. Yeah, I took him out. Damn it. That's annoying. Yeah, Bont, Baz Kennedy. Yeah, I took him out. God damn it. Tell me I didn't take him out. I've got him in one other team at least. That's fine. But yeah, just annoying. Yeah. Oh, mine's going well, so there you go. Was that free against Holmes then, or was that a free against a Mullen or someone? I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if there was a holding free or something there. There's Humphreys taken down. Corn says Stewart isn't moving well. Stewart's been moving fine. I've been watching Stewart closely. Stewart's been fine. I don't know what Corns is saying that Stewart's not moving freely. Stewart's fine. Stewart's probably tentative at some contest because of the amount of injuries he's copped this year, but he seems fine to me. Give the handball off to Holmes. Jezza. It's a good kick to Blitzarves, but you should have given the handball off to Holmes. Crinkly cut. Any of these rookies safe to pick or too much risk going in for either Will Hayes, Hugh Jackson, Harry Rouse, and Harry O'Farrell, Angus Clark? I wouldn't go for any of them this week, Crinkly cut. I'd wait to see which one goes well and bring in a couple next week, potentially with the 3 trades. Limits. Had him in all today, but I guess I save a trade with Rankin coming into his limits. Yep, yeah, you can look at it like that. Yep, I agree. So just under 5 minutes to go. I wonder if is Holmes going to play the whole quarter or something. Oh, that's a bad kick from Blitzarves. And out of bounds. So we've got under 5 minutes to go. Good to see at least the 2 guys I've got are going well. Good to see Stewart has been off since fumbling that mark, says Henry V. He hasn't got as much. Dogs are definitely paying a bit more attention to Baz this quarter. So you can see they're not allowing him just to get that free ball that he was getting in the first quarter, which I thought was a bit of a surprise that Geelong let him get so much easy ball in the first quarter. Like, in a game against your former team, I thought they probably would have paid a bit more closer attention to him, but they let him run pretty free. So, yeah, Stewart's fine. I don't know what Corns is on about. Ben Hayes, Jezza v West Coast coming up soon could be massive. Yeah, potentially. Yep, could be a big game for him. Could be a buy play with a ceiling score potentially. Holmes another handball. Has Holmes been off this quarter? Like, I haven't seen him come off this quarter, but unless he was only off for like 2 minutes and he's playing, because he seems to be playing out the quarter unless he literally just gone off then, which he may have done, which would be annoying because he's got 4 minutes on the bench. Yep, Holmes literally just went off there. So he hadn't been off this quarter, but he's now gone off for his rest. Unless he's in defence at the moment. No, he's gone off. So, Holmes off. Hopefully he's not off for too long and he can come back on with a minute or 2 to go. But no mutt for Bont. That'll be a ball in. That's what I was thinking with all the media and stuff as well leading up to it. I would have thought they would have tagged him hard. Yeah, agreed. Creaky cut, he was off at the start of the quarter. Was he really? No, I thought he was in the first CBR. I think he was fine. Spearman didn't get Myers. Crazy. Not many talked him up. I thought Myers was a good option, Andrew. I probably wasn't as keen, I guess, like just with some other options, but I think he was a solid option. There's Bont tackling Stewart. So Stewart actually landed on his knee and got up and was fine. So that's a good sign again. I'm seeing a lot of positive signs from Stewart tonight. So he's definitely on my shopping list with that round 16 buy. Because I couldn't get Coleman. It helps me get back to that buy structure. So, yeah, for sure. Do a bit of a refresh as well. The scores. Holmes on 61. He must have given away that holding free kick that I talked about earlier in the quarter because he would be on 64 with the handball. But 61, they still take for sure. But a lot of players doing well, though, this game. A lot of players scoring quite well. What's that downfield against Libba? Yeah, downfield against Libba. So free kick to Jezza. Good kick to Mullen. I want this to be a mark to Dempsey because I might get Holmes back on. Or a goal at least. No, that'll be a ball up. Oh, no. Got the kick out in the end. There's Dale. Dale's just been quiet. Very, very quiet. Shannon Neal. Goal for Neal. Bring on Holmesy. Get him back on. Bryce Coleman to play next week, says Lee Everett. Oh, no. No, I'm not going near Coleman now, I don't think. Stewart is on never again list, says Thomas Elliott. Mate, he's cheap. Round 16 buy. You can get a rookie to him and he can be a buy play. I'd rather him than a rookie over the buys. He can pop a good score. And if he gets injured a week, well, he's just there in place of rookie anyway. So, DJ, as a Sturt fan, I love the catch jumper this week, although they look more like the Dogs than the Dogs. David, you really want to ride the Stewart roller coaster again? Madness, is David. Oh, it's He's round 16 bye. You're protected by best 18, and he's cheap. At the end of the day, we don't have rookies coming through. It's not like we can just downgrade these. If we could just downgrade rookies and go to the top, I would be doing it. But I can't. I've got low team value. I've got to take a few more punts than what I'd love to do. And I've got to go for some more value guys. So Stewart fills that. So I'm not saying he's guaranteed to come in next week. I'm just saying so far, from what I've seen, I've liked. So we'll see how it goes. And Holmes isn't back on. So Holmes is probably going to be off the remainder of the quarter, which is annoying, but still a good score in the first half regardless. And something to bounce. Why does Shannon annoy me so much, says Tim Hall? I don't know, mate. I'm not sure. What's he done? Myers is better than Stewart, says Andrew. Yeah. I'd probably almost agree with that. He does come up the ground a lot, agree. He's just more expensive, right? So, Mark Wallace, not fantasy related, but are you going to the Crows game Sunday? Yes, I am. Yep. Looking forward to that one. Crows need to respond after the loss to Collingwood. I'd like to think that they will against Eagles at home, and they have to win. If they're this team that's going to finish top 8 and go well, they have to beat West Coast at home. Oh, Bont, what a spin. Great spin there. If Dogs can get a goal here, keep it tight, but also, no, hang on. Libba handball, no, straight to Humphreys. Yeah, is someone actually tagging Dale, or is he just not getting involved? Like, Stewart not quite. Land on his knee again, but again got up. Is he fine? Let's see if he gets up and he's fine. Seems to be fine. At least he's launching. Again, another positive. He's launching for balls as well. Contested marks. What trade you doing, Bell, says Thomas Elliott. So I have gone McRae to Nick Martin and Horn Francis down to Shea Bolton. I was going to go Kitty Coleman and bank a heap more cash, but with Coleman out, yeah, obviously have gone against it. We need to get off train next week. Yes, Andrew, that's a good... Yep, that's why I want to trade train next week, right? That's why train to Stewart for me next week makes a lot of sense, because trainer goes Giants Sydney, and this is the last of his good matchups that I was hoping for, so that's why I'll be trading him next week. And I've got Bison Roberts as well, gets rid of a round 14 by defender, and brings in someone else that's got a different buy. Oh, that was a tackle for Bailey Dale. Trainer even a chance for sub tomorrow, says Andrew. I don't think he will be the sub tomorrow. I think the fact that that he got subbed out in the game the other day off a 5-day break, I think that was his mini rest. I think it'll be someone else. I don't think Trainer will be sub tomorrow. But who knows? He might be. That could have arguably been a mark for Stewart then, but Norton gets the goal. That's a good goal for Dogs right on half-time, essentially. Yeah, that Richmond bench isn't great for him, says Henry V. I think he'll be fine, but who knows? We don't know. Be a very good upgrade option for Bice. So if he's the sub Trainer, that means I would play Cleary on field instead of him. Because I don't have because Hasty's in the squad, so he might play. Stewart could be a very good upgrade option for Bice next week, says Lee Everett. Yep, I'm probably keen Bice to his buy because he's got Melbourne, Adelaide, Richmond, which is 3 good matchups, but you could trade as early as next week. Do you like Berman over Shane May with some DPP, says Thomas Elliott? It's an option. I just want to wait. Berman's got the buy next week, so I'm just going to wait till after his buy. And then if he plays midfield next week, I can look at it in the week after. So we've got about 6 seconds left. Won't be any more. So Fraser will get a kick. And that will be half-time. So half-time, Geelong 70, Bulldogs 45. So a good game of footy. Geelong played well in the first half. Kitty being in would have been perfect for my trades too, says Thomas Elliott. Yeah, he would have been for a lot of people, I think. But yeah, him being managed is just a big, big red flag. So, but if you're still watching, make sure you smash a like on the video. We're nearly at 50, and that was the goal at halftime. So we can get 3 more likes to get to 50. That'd be fantastic. We're on 47. We're trying to get to 100 as always. Let's go through these scores at halftime. So Jeremy Cameron top scoring on 74. The Bont is on 71, going along very nicely there. Grind Myers on 69. So if anyone traded into him, you'd be very, very happy with him so far. Baz on 64. Only 16 points that quarter. Quiet quarter for Baz, but still tracking along well for a solid score. Holmes on 61 as well. Really happy, obviously, with him after bringing him in last week. 61 is a good score at halftime. Tom Stewart, 58. 13 touches, 6 marks. I've seen a lot of good signs from Stewart in this game, so he's an option next week in the mid-700s, potentially, for us to look at. Manor, 57. Davidson, 55. For those that have got him on the bench covering, potentially could be very useful. English on 53. Fraser on 48 for anyone that's still got him as well. Humphreys, 47. Sanders, 45. 6 tackles is really what's boosting his score. Blitzar's 42. DeConing, 36 for anyone else out there that's still got him. Johannesson, 26, got him in draft. That's annoying. Duncan's on 20. Only 56% tog for Duncan as well. Dale's on 25. Yeah, that's not great. That's not good at all if you've got him. So maybe Mitch is probably thinking it's not actually a bad thing. He probably cost him points last week, but it's fine this week. Yeah, so some very good scores. Seems like if you don't have Dale, most people are enjoying tonight, which I know a lot of people don't. Double Dummy, I've got to head off. Good luck with Holmes and hoping a 120 for a Baz. Good luck. Thanks, Double Dummy, mate. Appreciate it. Hopefully your team's going well. Tony, Bolton not playing, so Trainer should be a full game. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Bolton not playing as well should be good for Trainer. So I guess, as I said, we'll see tomorrow night, and there's going to be a lot of people in the boat of having Trainer if he's not playing. I just want to see. What have I gone up in rank, or have I 13,522. So I think I've gone up like 100 spots. Actually, what's the game time for Holmes after sitting out the final few minutes that quarter? Only 69% game time this game. It's not great. And he's been an 80% tog guy so far. It's been weird, but he's still scoring well regardless. That's fine. And what's Baz's time on ground? Is that still high? 85%. So a little bit lower that quarter, but yeah. I just want to see in terms of content creators, does MJ have Holmes? MJ's got Bailey Dale. And I've got Holmes. He doesn't have Holmes. Okay. That would be odd. MJ's only lost 2 games this year, and he's currently second on the ladder. And I need to win some of these games. I've got him this week, and I've got Louis next week. So I'm playing second this week, outright second, then outright first next week. So I need to win these games. He's looping Davidson though. That's annoying. So he's going to be able to get Davidson's score on field as cover. Who's that? Who would that be benching? Oh, okay. So he's looping between Davidson and Lindsay. So he would be having this Davidson scores instead of Lindsay. So that's probably evens it out, actually. So who's the matchup? So he's got Josh Dacos, Bailey Dale, Zach Reed, Tom Green, Josh Dunkley, Adam Chera, and Max Gawn. Because I assume he's going to bring in Nick Martin. I've got Nasiah, Holmes, Trainer, Dawson, Petrarca, Marshall, and Bolton. So, yeah, it's probably going to be pretty close. I probably still expect him to win because I imagine he's going McRae to Martin. Yeah, Martin's his F2 on his team with the VC, so he's going Nick Martin VC tomorrow night as well. So I'm not going to get the leg up with the VC, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Been a tough year in the Content Creators Cup. I'm hoping that maybe Boxer or Hasty can get named tomorrow. At least one of them, if not both, because both are in the squad, which is good to see. Trainer Green or Smith will be sub. I think probably Caleb Smith will be the sub again, I think. Kent Hodder, trading into a sub 1 million mid, Steele, Anderson or Will Ashcroft, or go Warner, Heaney and bank some cash. I like Anderson out of all those guys. I'd almost prefer Warner, though, just to bank a little bit more cash because he's a forward. You can put him forward next week and bring in another mid later on, like a Bont off his bye or something. So I would probably go Warner, but my favourite mid there is Anderson. But Mitch went Coleman over Dale, so he won't be that happy. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I'm just saying at least Dale's not going big for him so far tonight, so it's not like if Dale went big again tonight, that would be disastrous. Do you guys do a forfeit in the Content Creators Cup? No. Just if you crap, you crap pretty much. So I'm near the bottom. I got the win obviously over Guesty last week, and I need another win to stay in touch. It's pretty even. So like if you get a win or two, you can really make some space up. So I'm hoping that I can get some wins and make a charge late. So we'll see. Do you prefer trading out a red dot in a Connor Stone or a rookie dropping cash like Cleary or Warner? I would prefer to trade out Connor Stone because he hasn't been named this week. He's not going to come back, I don't think. So trade him this week. Go him down to a rookie and keep Cleary and Warner for the buyers in case you need numbers because you might only be on 19 if a few guys get dropped. So I'd keep those guys. Just bragging right sense says limits. Yes, no, but the top few coaches get the winner of the Content Creators Cup gets $3,000 there, donated to their charity of choice, and then the top coach. Hang on. Apparently, Corns and Bevo went at it pre-game. Not sure I'd be doing that. So Bevo said, so Corn said something, then Bevo said something back. Interesting. I want to hear what they're saying, but I can't. So, yeah. So, and then $1,000 or $2,000 goes to the highest overall ranked coach. So, do you prefer trading it? Oh, you said it before from Thomas Elliott. Jonathan Lewis, Warner and Heaney, or Sinclair and Peatling/Bolton? Does one work better for buys, Jonathan? That would be what I'd ask. Does one work better? Warner and Heaney's probably safer. I think Sinclair's the best out of all of them. Bolton could be okay, so you could go Sinclair and Bolton. I think Warner and Heaney's a safer play. But if you want a bit of upside, Sinclair and Bolton is where you could go as well, Jonathan. So probably where it sits with your buys is where I'd be looking at because you're getting in either 2 round 14 buy players or 2 round 13. So whichever works for buys. DJ Garcia out really adds to my carnage. Yeah, Garcia out is probably on a very bad week, unfortunately. I'm hoping, though, that means Boxall comes in to the team. I'm hoping Boxall can return and make some cash for us. Any late adjustments? Doesn't look like it. I think there was a couple there, but I don't know if they were hugely fantasy relevant. So, but yeah. All right, I'll be back in a sec, guys, because I'm really hungry. So I just want to grab like a snack to eat. But yeah, if you've got any questions, put them in the chat. If you haven't liked the video yet, smash like on the video. We're on 50. We're halfway to our goal of 100 likes on the video. So if you can smash a like and get us to 100, that'd be fantastic. But I'll be back in a second. well, apparently there was some dinner cooked. So got some gnocchi and some garlic bread. So very happy with that. Let's have a look. Any updates at all? Looks like Atkins got a kick added. I was hoping that was Holmes, but doesn't seem like anything major added. So it seems like we're still the same. So that's fine. Tom, I like that mukbang with bales. Got some gnocchi and cheesy garlic bread, which is good. So, what do we got? Lockie Robbins tempted to bring in Tom Stewart next week. Oh, mate, I'm tempted as well, and I started with him. So, brought in Sinclair and Stewart from Crane Horn Francis. Do I roll Cleary or Murphy Reid F6 this week, says Anthony Beresford. I think I'm still backing Cleary, but if he can loop, that'd obviously be ideal. Bevo was starting at Kane, and Kane said, "G'day, Bevo," and Bevo cussed him out. Is that what he did? I'm not sure. So I missed it. You said it, but thoughts on McCrane short to Heaney and Martin. Missed out on Holmes instead of Heaney by 1K. Ah, damn it. I'd tick it off, though. Yep, tick from me. Martin's good, and Heaney's good as well. AFL website down. No, I think it's still working. Nasai Wangi Miller, it's finally... Oh, never mind. It's finally loaded. Okay, cool. Limit Stewart probably better as he hasn't missed a year of footy and has a gas tank. Yeah, that's a good point with him and Mills, but I could bring both in. My mate got a DM from Buddy Franklin, says Ben Hayes. Really? What was it for? If you don't mind me asking. If it's like, was it like for a competition or was it like for like they know or something? I had Coleman in and now he's out. Would you go Simpson or Mills or Bolton like you? I'd go Bolton out of the 3 for points. Simpson on the bench if you want to get some cash gen, but I could go Simpson, but I'm going Bolton over him. So that's sort of, I guess, what I'm doing. So it looks... So there's Richards at half back. Or no, Richards has gone to forward line. Any chance Heaney gets dual position next week or any other players besides Rosie? No, not really. I think Rosie's the main one. I don't think we'll get too many others. Plummo got Blitzarves in last week, and they, of course, got Stanley back already, but he's doing okay. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, he's doing okay, which is good. He's starting in the ruck, the first CBA, which is good. Oh, no, that's Stanley. I thought that was Blitzarves. And yes, Max, soccers do count as a kick. Yep, so that's a kick for Baz to start the quarter, which is good. Just move that around. There's Bond. Kicks and good mark by Buku. That's a goal for Buku. What is up with the Saints bench, says Henry V. I'm not sure. I don't know. What's up with their bench? Bloody dropped Davidson too. He's on for a pace for a big one, says Plummo. Yeah, he started well. Hope he doesn't go big because MJ's got him looping on the bench, of course. Merritt or Chad Warner and bank the cash for next week, says Chabby Bell. I would split that by who works better for your buys. Merritt could go massive this week, but Chad Warner's probably the better pick for value. But Merritt's got the better buy. Warner's got a good buy for forwards. There's no forwards with that round 15 buy, or round 14 buy, sorry. So I'll probably go Warner, but depends what you can do, Chabby. Depends what your buys are as well. There's no chance we'll get Bont cheap, says DJ. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, which is a shame. Because it would have been good to have got him cheap. Go Holmesy. That'll be a tackle for Bont as well. Here's Baz again. Oh, they'll be holding the ball. It's Baz, unfortunately. Matt Kennedy free kick. Oh no, Liver. Good tackle by English there. Good tackle from Baz. Handball to Holmes. So Myers free against. Holding the ball. Tackle for Holmes. Holding the ball. That's stiff. I don't think that's holding the ball. I'll take the fantasy points for Holmes, but I don't think that was holding the ball. Ed Richards marked the ball. It wasn't 15, and the umpire called play on and then got pinged on the ball. I don't know if it was because he wasn't trying to make an attempt or something. But, hey, I'll take the points. They'll take the points, for sure. Not many times does my player not deserve a free kick, but still get it. Nothing better than tackle and holding the ball +8, says Thomas Elliott. Yeah, great. I probably don't think it was there, but I'll take it regardless. I need fantasy points this year. I really do. Free against Kennedy. Wow, okay. They're the ones I don't like. Mana's trying to get a kick. And the feet get tangled up so he doesn't get a kick and he takes him to ground without the ball. I feel like those should still be called play on, but... Yeah, and goal to Manor. I tipped Geelong, so if Geelong win, that's fine, but... Holmes up to 71 as well. Really good. Bont's up to 81. Bont's dominating. 9 tackles for the Bont as well. Soft free kick, especially the earlier dangerous tackle. Yeah, that wasn't a dangerous tackle. That was a bad free kick. Yeah, I don't think that was a free for Manor. But, oh well. It is what it is. Holmes on the bench again? I don't know why Holmes is being managed so much tonight. I'm hoping that just means he'll stay the rest of the quarter on when he comes back on. There's a tackle for Baz. Will it count because it went to Richards? I'm not sure. There's Libber. Oh, I hit the post for Libber. He's having a very good year, Libber. Stewart kick in. I'm getting him in, aren't I? I'm getting in Tom Stewart again, aren't I? When I said that he probably won't get back into my team ever again, he's probably going to come in next week. The way he's going anyway. It's quite fun. It's going to be like a full circle moment, I reckon. There's English. Oh, that's a 50. It's one of the most obvious 50s you'll see. Better be paid. That's 50, isn't it? Surely. Yeah, 50. I was going to say. What do you got? Castle Richards can't wait to get the Bont after the bite. No matter how much he is, I'll sell a kidney, says Castle Richards. Yeah, he's one of those players I think we just need. I'd almost rather have Bont and a rookie over two average players, I reckon. So I think Bont's someone that I'm going to get as soon as I can. Regardless of price, he's just someone that we got to have. Don't even know why Stanley even bothered. He's never going to get there. And he's decided to pay a 50. Like, who knows if English even kicks that? He probably does anyway, but it was a silly free kick. Or silly 50 to give away. If Dacos doesn't smash North for a big ton, I'll sell him to Bont, says DJ. Yeah, and I paid nearly 1.1 million for Dacos when we're talking about trading him. There's Bont again. Bont's too. Bont's so good. So good. And that might be a tackle for Bont because he just got the jumper. He's just so good. I think Richards has still had an okay game, hadn't he? Maybe not. Oh, tackle slip from Stewart. Straight to Grind Myers. Play on though. Oh, I thought that was Holmes for a second there. So Duncan. Long kick. Jezza in a good position. Yeah, this will be a goal. Jezza's too good as well. He's so good, Jezza. Baz a bit quieter, says Tom Elliott. Yeah, they've paid more attention to him after quarter time. So they've obviously had some plans in place. He just hasn't got as much of it as he did in the first quarter. You know Stewart is going to get injured as soon as you get him back, says Castle Richards. Yeah, probably. But best 18, covered by the buys at least. Calum Fife, I don't own Dacos. When is the time to bring him in? When we see a good score. He's getting cheap, so someone to keep an eye on. Nathan Thomas, hey, Bales, are you watching Lead On Stitch this week? Final Destination was pretty good. Lead On Stitch, I'll be going to watch that at some point for sure. That was my childhood, that movie. So, some point in the next week or so, I'll be going. Final Destination, I might go and see. Not quite my movie, but you never know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, is Holmes back on? I hope so. Yeah, Holmes back on. Good. So he's off for a few minutes. Colin Medal. So Jeremy Cameron's on 32. King 29. Jack Higgins on 28. He's having some sort of year. Neil didn't even look for an option. Then he just kicked it forward. of bounds. What's your favourite dinosaur, Bale? Says Limits. That's an interesting question. Don't know where that one's come from. Don't really have one, to be honest. I've got the long neck one, whatever they're called. I remember it was that TV show or movies, The Land Before Time, I think it was called. I reckon main character was the long neck one, so I'll go the long neck one. I was going to say T-Rex, but they're normally the bad ones, so don't want to say the bad one. There's Bont, good smother, got the kick away. Well done by Bont. Oh, Buku, could this be a goal? Oh, free kick for Buku for high. Smith not hurting me as much now, missing the VC. And that's what I said. Like, people was sort of like, oh, they were obviously disappointed after the first quarter. But I was like, there's still 3 quarters to go. We've seen players go massive and then be really quiet after that. So we'll see where he ends up. Mine is the Ankylosaurus. Limit same. Brachiosaurus. The one with the club tail that swings at it. Is it shut teeth dinosaur, says Moon Boy. Steg. Is it Stegosaurus? Is that the one? The one with the long neck? I don't know. It's interesting that we've gone from chatting about footy to now we're saying, what's our favourite dinosaurs? But no, like the chat, I don't mind when there's questions like this that come through. It's just quite funny. Fossils are not skeletons, just saying. Cody Pembroke, if Reed or Pryor go under 40, then we'll bring in Stewart. Coach Custerich is good chat. That was quite funny. Didn't expect it. So, Limits, you got me, mate. I didn't expect it. No, yours is the Brachiosaurus. Is that it? Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. That one. I'll say long neck one. I would have said T-Rex, but they're the bad ones. T-Rex is probably number 2. Brontosaurus, maybe, says Nathan Thomas. There's a lot of sauruses in here. It's quite funny. How long after quarter? So you're just under 30 minutes to go. Is that a tackle for Holmes? I wonder if that was that Holmes to get the tackle paid there, because he tackled Bont and the ball went away. Probably not, but they found new long necks. Now there's Ultrasaurus that's even bigger. Thoughts on Merritt this week, Bales, or wait a week because of break even, says Jimmy. You could go this week. He's got Richmond. He could score 150 and hardly go down in price. So if you're keen on him, I'd be happy to go for him this week. Won't be a tackle for Baz, that one. Is that a free kick against the Dogs? Yep. Don't ever have too big a night and wake up with a Megasaurus, says Anthony Beresford. That's a good one. Like that one. Go to Holmes. Where's Holmesy? Holmesy's short. Holmesy's short. Bloody Buse. What are you doing, mate? That'll be out of bounds, probably. Yeah. Would you go Merritt or Dawson, or save cash and go to an Anderson or Warner? This is Tom Elliott. I like Dawson. If your team's in a good team value spot, you could go for him. But we have seen when you pay up for these guys time and time again, they don't normally get it done. But Dawson, I feel like we say with all these players, they could be different. And Dawson could be different. He's been so good this year, right? But the smart players going for an Anderson or a Warner, who are more value, just depends what you think of Dawson. Bales rank the Meg movies. I'm not sure I've seen. I don't know if I've seen the most recent ones, so I can't really rank them, to be honest. Dawson must have, says Moon Boy. Yeah, he's near. He'd be near must have. Let's have a quick refresh of scores. No, Holmes didn't get the tackle. I was hoping he might have, but he didn't. So Bont on 91, though. 10 tackles, dominating. Jez is on 83. Myers 77. Manus 74. English is up to 74 now as well. Going along nicely. Baz 72. Holmes 71. Stewart's on 61. Davidson's lost a handball, so he's on 53. And that's a goal for Shannon Neal. So just a good goal for John to get. It got to 18 points. Now it's back to 24. I've gone Merritt VC. He's juices. Anthony Beresford. Yep, I agree. He's my number one captain option for the week against Richmond. It's just such a good matchup. So, yep, I like it. Really need Holmesy to keep going, though. Because Baz, it almost doesn't matter what he does because everyone's got him. But if Holmesy can keep going. We're on 52 likes as well, by the way. So appreciate everyone's got us halfway to the goal. But we still need 48 likes before the stream ends to keep the streak alive of 100 plus likes. So if you have not liked it yet, or even if you've got a second or third account or anything like that and you want to quickly like it there and get us to 100, that'd be fantastic. So we just got someone like it there. So 53. Appreciate whoever just did that then. If you can like it and get us to 100 and keep the streak alive, that'd be very much appreciated. Bailey, they're just not giving them the ball. Oh, that a high free kick, yep, against Vandermeer. Keep going, English says Moon Boy. Yeah, he's playing well. Oh, that's a bad kick. Right on Guthrie's head there. Give it to Holmesy. Give it to Holmesy. Holmesy, give it to Holmesy. Yes. Go, Holmesy. Take a couple of bounces, mate. Go for goal. Go for goal. He can kick the goal from here. Holmesy. Yes. Oh, Holmesy, what a goal. Oh, what a goal that is. That is a brilliant goal. What a goal, Holmesy. Yes. Love to see it. Guess who brought in Kennedy this week, says Moon Boy. Oh, mate. What is an effective tackle for the point, says Nathan. Normally a tackle and they either throw it out or a tackle and then the ball goes to the opposition because it's pretty much when they tackle someone and it's not an effective disposal. So if it's an ineffective disposal or it's not holding the ball or anything like that, or the ball doesn't get brought out, that's when it's free kick. So Holmesy, what was that, 4 bounces? Gets to 45, puts it through. What a goal. Good old Holmes. We have to refresh the scores for that one. He's up to 80 now. Beautiful. Keep going, Holmesy. What a goal. Holmesy channeling is in a buddy, says Thomas Elliott. Holmes, great goal. Everyone's saying Holmes fans stay winning. Yep, that'll be a tackle for Holmesy as well. That should have been a throw. So that wasn't a disposal. So that will be a tackle. Because he didn't get a disposal. It just sort of fell out. Thursday seems to be the tougher one to get those 100 likes, Bales, go Holmes. Yeah, Thursday, most people are busy. I was hoping maybe with the Baz game, more people would be around maybe. But that's all right. We normally get pretty busy on the Friday and the Saturday night anyway. Is that Holmesy? No, it's Mullen. Holmes in the middle of the ground at the moment. Oh, it's not a great kick. Good mark by Guthrie. That'll be out of bounds. This week with Merritt reminds me of a few weeks ago when he was expected to go massive against the Eels, but only went 90. I feel like Nick Martin will go better. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, you could go better. Haven't seen a guy get the ball on the wing and goal for ages, says DJ. Yeah, it's been a while since someone's had like a big run like that and end up goaling from there, but it's good. And a few of us have got Holmesy as well, so that makes it even better. Give the handball to Holmesy, Jezza, you idiot. Had the handball easy and tried to go for glory. Mate, you know Max Holmes, you can't be doing that. Yeah, that tackle did count for Holmes. So Holmes up to 84. Really happy with how he's going. Should get a point for a bounce, says Castle Riches. I would like it, yeah. Just because Holmes taking so many bounces tonight. There's bloody Davidson for a +6. Don't want Davidson scoring many more points because I'm realising MJ's now got him and it potentially going to loop him on. I don't like that. But that's why I need Holmesy to keep going and go big. Oh, well done, Stuart. That was really well done. It didn't work in the end, but I thought that was a good tap. Is that holding the ball? No, ball up. Glad I went went Holmes over Heaney so fast as Lockie Robbins. I probably would have as well, just for the buy. The round 16 buy is really handy. So there's Baz with a kick. Told my mate to get Holmes last week for value as he's struggling. Should have done it myself, says Limits. Oh, that's why I went Holmes last week as well for the value, and round 16 buy was what ticked it over for me. So good to see that. Hopefully he continues it, because he's done this before and gets to an 80 and he'll end up on a 95. So I'm hoping he can keep going and put this like a 110 score. Points for spoils need to come in to help keep back, says Crinkly Cup. Weary far out had JHF to Myers and last minute change to Bolton. Yeah, that's annoying. Handball from Holmes to Baz. That's what I like to see. Both players getting points. Still 7.5 minutes to go as well. That was accidental from O'Donnell. That better not be deliberate. Nah, good. I don't think it is. Best value midfield this week. Bales owns Sinclair and Martin already. The one I probably have mind is probably like a Noah Anderson. He's probably the one that comes to mind. Bailey still on 25, says Angus Easy. Yeah, he's ice cold at the moment. I see that the emojis there has not been cited. I don't know. Is someone... I haven't really paid that close attention, but I'm trying to see someone playing like a role on Bailey Dale, or is it just that he just hasn't got the ball? Because unfortunately, this is what a few people have said with Bailey Dale, is that he can have some of these games where he can be really, really quiet. There's Kennedy. Kenny be lining up for goal for Moon Boy, who you brought in. Noah Anderson for me is probably the one. Maybe Jack Steele, Isaac Heaney. They're probably the three that are value. I gambled on Holmes going down in price for next week, says Elliot. Oh, you had to lock it in tonight as well. I know a few people didn't want to lock it in on Thursday. So, if you want Holmes, then you can grab him next week if he keeps looking good. So Kennedy, that's a goal. Back to 24 points. Do a refresh again. So Holmes on 86. Bont 91, going along very well. English on 81. Baz on 80. Jezza on 80. Myers 77. Manor 74. So Manor's even going well as well. A few people looking at him as an option. Kennedy's up to 70 now. So Kennedy was pretty quiet for a big period, whereas this quarter he's actually really got going. I think he's had about a 30-point quarter or something, I reckon, or pretty close. And yeah, Tom Short 61. Still hasn't got a huge amount this quarter, but that's fine. Knowing Geelong, they probably have just good team pressure on him, says Angus Heasey. Copemma, Dale hanging with Fraser by looking at non-scoring. Thanks for shout-out, Bales. Come on, Kennedy. I'm considering Dawson and Moore for Horn, France, and McRae. Good day, Corey. Hope you're going well, mate. Yeah, I don't mind it. Yep, I like Dawson, obviously, and Dylan Moore could be a bit of value. He's pretty cheap. Ooh, nearly a tackle for Baz. Oh, damn it. Nearly a tackle for Holmes as well. So Ed Richardson, Buku's marked it inbound. So now this could get it back to 18 points. Now it could be real game on again. As was looking at Coleman, can't anymore. Yeah, Corey, that's the same. Me, I was getting Coleman, then I can't. So I've gone Bolton, Corey. That's who I've gone instead. But Moore's a bit of value as well. A little bit cheaper. I really don't know who to go for under 825k forward, says Weary. Probably a Bolton or a Moore. Probably your two best bets. I would have said Peatling, but he's playing sore, so I don't love that. So I'd probably go one of those guys. Bales was saying I don't trust fantasy players with Dimmer's game style, but I like Anderson as a Gold Coast supporter myself. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, the Gold Coast game style is a slight flag, but maybe Anderson can still get there. Mulliner against English, that was never really going to work. Out of bounds, though. So 5 minutes 22 to go. So what are we up to? 65 likes. So we're slowly getting there. Only 35 likes away from 100. So if you haven't liked it yet, please smash a like and get us to 100 to keep the streak alive. That would be very much appreciated. Down the full against Manor. To bounce. I'm glad because Davidson was there and he would have got the kick. So So it looks like Blitzarves is running with Bont at the moment. Haven't really tagged Bont all night, but now they're doing a bit of a job. Don't know if will that be a tackle for Davidson there. Dale just got a handball, so Bailey Dale's first points of the quarter. Ooh, Davidson could be on here for some points. No, Baz and runs it out of bounds. I realised I can do Bolton and Dawson, says Corey. I personally, I don't want to talk you into it because I don't want to be held liable if Bolton shits the bed. I'm going Bolton over Moore because I've seen more from Bolton over the last 2 weeks in this role of more midfield time that he's got than what I have from Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore's played one good half of footy that I can remember, and that was obviously the first half last week. Is Holmes still on the ground? Is Holmes on the bench? I reckon Holmes is on the bench again, which is great because he's still scoring well anyway. But in terms of like game time, maybe this was a plan going in off of a shorter break on the Thursday night, maybe. But I think he's on the bench again. Yeah, Holmes bench again. I don't love that he's going to the bench twice a quarter at the moment. Like, he's scoring well still, but if he played normal game time, he might actually be on for like a massive like score. But don't love he keeps going to the bench. I'm hoping that Buku nearly took a mark there. Hoping that a goal gets kicked within the next 30 seconds to a minute, and then he comes back on. But Libba different playing with no mouth guard. Has he got no mouth guard? Interesting. There's Manor. Come on, Geelong, get a goal. Jezza in a good spot. No, bad bounce. So here we go. Dempsey. No, he's missed it. That's annoying. Dempsey's missed a few. There's Dale for a kick in. Been very, very quiet, Bailey Dale. There's Buse. I'm assuming Holmes is still off. There's Kennedy again. Kennedy's having a massive quarter. He's gone for goal. Kennedy's kicked the goal. He's kicked another one. Has he? Yeah, he has. Kennedy, another goal. So Kennedy's up near the top scorers. He's on 84 now. So there you go, Moon Boy. Going along very nicely now. English is now the second top scoring player as well on 87. So a lot of players going well. You'd think that this is the start of last quarter just because the amount of players are over 75 already. Kennedy loving him in Supercoach, says Corey. I've had Will Hayes all season. He's finally debuting. What perfect time, says Weary. Try trading in Pekin last week with 65% Tog. That was a hard watch, says Caleb Fife. I said that before from Marco as well. Yeah, the Peatling one was unfortunate. He's playing sore, which doesn't help. And that sucks as well, but yeah. I think a lot of players are playing sore at the moment. But yeah, if you guys keep smashing likes on the video, we're 35 away from 100, and that's our goal for every stream. So if you haven't liked it yet, please smash a like and get us to 100. That would be very much appreciated. I think Holmes is still on the bench, unfortunately. I was hoping he'd come back on, but they're clearly managing him off of... When did Geelong play? Vandermeer hit the post. When did they play? When did Geelong play last week? I'm trying to think when they played, because is it like a shorter break? There's Stewart for a +6. Well, they didn't play... Giants was the week before, wasn't it? Who'd they play last week? I can't remember who they played. There's Baz for a kick. Oh no, smothered. A Libba going for goal. Another miss for Geelong. So for Bulldogs. 11 goals, 13. 24 shots to 20. They've had more shots and they're down by 16 points. Stewart, another kick in. Oh, Port. Yeah, so they smashed Port. Yeah. There's Baz for a +6. They smashed Port. I just don't love how he's got so many of these, like, going off twice, and he doesn't look like he's going to come back on. Like, he's standing up. I don't know if he's coming back on at all with 2 minutes. I'd like to think he does come back on, but do you think Hayes could be a good bit of cash gen, says Weary? We'll see. It could be an option for non-owners to go for this week. We'll just have to see how he goes. I'm hoping that Holmes has Holmes come back on? No, I don't reckon he's come back on for the quarter, which is a shame because his game time has been really crap tonight. He scored great, but his game time has been really been managed more than what it normally is. There's Dale again for another kick. Out of bounds. Come on, please someone come off for Holmes. Beveridge warming up to come on a sub, says Henry V. This white and blue switch around is messing with my head, says Elliot. Is he back on? No, I don't reckon he is. I don't like the low game time. So against English, and English is absolutely furious. Stewart running by for the handball. Oh, English took him down. That'll be a free downfield. Was that English or Norton? Yes, against English, yeah. So that's 2 frees against English, actually, in really quick succession. So that's not good. My league opponent had McRae, JHF, Callahan, Garcia, Short, and Kitty. The game can be so cruel, says James Evans. Yeah, wow, okay. That is a carnage week. That's a shitstorm right there. Feels like Kenny's going to end up a lock in the top 6 forwards. Imagine knowing that at the start of the season, says Kent Hodder. Yeah, Kenny's been fantastic for Bulldogs. And there's Jezza with a goal. Would you trade Pearl next week or hold? I'm assuming you mean Peatley next week or hold to the buys? Probably hold to the buys, Caleb. I'd hold to the buys. I could go Rankin and Heaney instead of Martin and Berman. Thoughts? I'd probably go there, Liam, I reckon. I love Martin this week, but Rankin and Heaney's better than Martin and Bergman, in my opinion. Hey, Bales, what's happening with Holmes? Any reason his tog is low? I think they're just managing him, Matt. Like, he's gone on the bench a couple of times each quarter, so it seems like they've made it, this is the game where they're going to manage him a bit. So, I assume that's why. Ball Boy's going to mention that tomorrow for sure, says Marco. What are they going to mention tomorrow? Oh, the 2 frees in quick succession, probably. Want Dogs to win, says Corey. Jez, 7+ goals 2 weeks in a row, already at 5, says Weary. Yeah, that could, yeah, for sure. Yep, could be something there. Yeah, so Holmes is still on the bench, which is no surprise, not long to go in the quarter. Baz, again, top scoring now. He's had a better quarter here, 91. Yeah, Holmes on 80. So Holmes going well, right? But his game time's only 65%, which I do not like. Is that going to be a goal from Fraser? That is an absolute floater. And it's gone 40 metres and just floated in the air. I don't know how the hell that went through for a goal, but it's a goal anyway. Short on 74 as well, so that's good. Holy moly, my league opponent has Archer Reid as his second ruck. No joke, he has Cherry, Harry Boyd, and Archer Reid. Yeah, wow. Did he go he must have gone to coning to another player, thinking Archery was just going to be his R2 for the week, I'd imagine. Bloody Fraser. Pretty happy I held Fraser, to be honest, as Weary. Oh, mate, I wish I held him. Literally, the week I traded him, he's been like 70 or 80 plus every week. He would have been a great hold. And I wish I held him. Which is very frustrating. I traded. There's another kick for Dale. So Bailey Dale's starting to get a few more touches, which is to my annoyance with MJ having him. Oh, here's Riley West. This could be an important goal, actually. Buku free kick, maybe. No, Vandermeer. Well, the Dogs have kicked like 3 really quick goals, and it's now back to 10 points. And both teams are over 90 points, and it's not even 3/4 time yet. Haven't seen a game like this for a while. Haven't seen a game where both teams are just openly scoring and it's like a lot. So 3/4 time, Bulldogs really got the momentum back there. Freeze 21-10 Cats way, says Tony. Fantasy community, the GOATs, says Marco. Tom Elliott, game of the year incoming. Game on, let's go. Go Doggies. Doggies in this. Yeah, it's been one of the best games I've seen for a long time, yeah, for sure. But that is the quarter time, 3/4 time. So let's have a look. So we've got Baz on 93, going along nicely. Bont's on 91. Jezza 89, he's kicked 6 as well, Jezza. Kenny's on 88. Holmes 86. Holmes on 86, considering he's only played 64% TOG, is fantastic. I just don't love the fact he's only played 64%. They're clearly managing him in this game. This is obviously just one where they want to manage him, just get him through, and we know Geelong manage their players. They probably don't want to rest him, but they're like, yep. So 64% TOG's annoying. Hopefully he plays a lot this last quarter and can get, 110 from here would be 24-point last quarter. If he can get to 110, I'll be pretty happy still. Because Blog's been tough to score on anyway. English on 84, should be on over 90, but gave away 2 free kicks in the space of about 10 seconds. Man 82, Stanley 80, Ed Richards 80, Libba 78, Grindmires 77, Stewart 74. So really high scoring game this one. A lot of players on track for some tons here, so we'll see how many we can get. But Tom Stewart going well as well. I'm surprised, 82% for Stewart, 86% for Baz, and Baz is apparently playing sore. And Stewart's coming off of a few weeks off, but yet Holmes is the one that's got the 64% TOG. That's interesting. But Davidson 65. I'm assuming MJ's going to take that score from now, pretty much whatever he gets over Lindsay. Sanders 63. Fraser 62. Who else we got? Lawson Humphries 47. Cleary 45. Bailey Dale's on 39, so 14-point quarter. So really got those kicks late to get him to that 39. That's pretty much it. So no subs have been used yet. But yeah, that's how we're currently sitting at the moment. So yeah, it's going well. At least I've got a couple of players up there. Annoying that Holmes is getting managed so much, but he's got a good run coming up, so I'm happy. Holmes on bench for 10 minutes. Yeah, Crinkly Cut, he's stuck on the bench a lot. So we've got a lot of people watching. So if you are tuning in and haven't smashed a like yet, we always have a goal of getting to 100 likes on the stream. So if you can smash a like and get us to 100, we're 33 away. Please smash a like on the video. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new around here. We got content every day on the channel. We're less than 150 subscribers away from our big goal of 4,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And also become a Patreon member as well if you'd like to do that. Patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. You get bonus content every week. You get team review being a Patreon member through the Ask Me on Q service, which Patreon members get that service for free. Plenty of other good stuff. So click link in the description if you want to become a Patreon member. Love the watch-alongs. Thanks, Bales. How good is Mills? He didn't play much last year. If he plays a full game, is he a lock, says Fiona. Not bring him in this week, but I think he'll be a good option if we can see something. I think he'll play mid, so yeah, for sure. But I appreciate the kind words on the watch songs, Fiona. Very much appreciated. Moonboy Kennedy, English and Smith, very happy with them, Moonboy. DJ Cameron still has North, Eagles and 2 games against the Tigers to play this year. Could be an option, says DJ. Yeah, potentially. Yep, with some good scores. What I love about Martin is that he regularly plays 95 to 100% game time. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Sultan, man, Blitzarves is just doing a tagging job on Bont. Angus Heasley, Holmes injured. Why is he sitting on the bench the last 10 minutes? Just being managed, Angus. I don't know if I've heard that personally off the commentators and that, but it seems like he's fine. Like, he's not injured or anything, but they're clearly managing him. Geelong, we know, do this as well. They don't want to probably rest Holmes for a full game, but they're happy to just rest him in game. Then I forgot to tip. Come on, Doggy, says Nathan Thomas. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. Yes, we're up to 71 now, so we're 29 away. Smash a like on the video. I don't feel that bad for putting Martin as my VC now, says Lee Everett. Bays is on 93, so probably we'll still get to a 120 from here. Let's all hope for our mental health. Reed goes shit tomorrow night, lol, says Marco. I hope he does, because I've had that many good scores put on me from Reed. So even if you put a bad score up, owners won't feel too bad because they got so much more cash gen. will you be doing more watch-alongs this weekend, says Angus. Yeah, tomorrow night, Essendon and Richmond, we'll be doing that one. And then at this stage, we'll be doing one on Saturday night for Collingwood and North Melbourne. And tick the little bell to get notified when Bales drops a new video or goes live. Yep, Moonboy, mate, you're on it. You are on it, mate. Yep. To make sure you turn notifications on so, yes, you don't miss when we go live or anything like that. That makes up for Bailey Dale kissed owners last week. We'll even out to about 2 tons, says Limits. Stephen Thomas, Horn, France and McRae to Martin and Shea or Rankin and Heaney? I think it's Rankin and Heaney there. I love Martin as an option, but you can't go past Heaney and Rankin, I think. I think that's the option. Caleb 5, Reed 100 and Train 100 will be amazing. Train 100 would be amazing. Reed, not so much. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, we've got 1 quarter to go. Mills will be managed for sure, says Tony. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Castle Richards, Moonboy getting paid low. No, he isn't, but yeah, he's doing a good job. He knows where it's at. Moonboy's been one of the OG guys. He was around when there was only 4 or 5 people watching the watch-alongs, and now we've had well over 70 tonight that have been tuning in, and we've still got a fair few. So appreciate everyone that's sticking around and tuning in on the watch-alongs and everything like that. So. But yeah, 29 likes away, so let's try and get to 100 as quick as we can. Because, yeah, when the game's done, I'd prefer to just go through the scores and wrap up. But, yeah, if we can keep smashing likes to get to 100, that would be very much appreciated. So, final quarter about to get underway. Hopefully, Holmesy can get a 110, Baz 120, and I'll be very, very happy leading into tomorrow night, hopefully. So, let's go. Ed Richards on Baz at the centre bounce. Moonboy's definitely a Bale supporter from early doors, says Anthony Beresford. Well, Anthony, you're not too far off as well, mate. You were here at near the beginning as well, mate. So there's Holmes with a handball. So Holmes is starting on the ground, which is a positive. Not a great kick. What does Mills need to score to be an option? I don't think it's necessarily what he scores. It's more about the role and like how much to get managed. He's someone I'll be looking at for sure. I probably want to see, I'd be happy with like an 8. Luke Cleary's been subbed out for Bramble as well, by the way. I'd be happy with like an 80, mid-80 score. And depending on what the role is in the mid-role, maybe. Hopefully not managed like a huge amount. He probably will be managed slightly, but if he's managed like not too much, then that's fine. Who's your VC and C, says Weary? Mine is VC is on Nick Martin tomorrow night, and my captain is on Jordan Dawson at the moment. Tristan Sherry is the other guy that I may consider with the captaincy. But at this stage, it's Dawson. I'm hoping, though, that Nick Martin can get it done. Ed Richards' goal. So back to 4 points. When this game was over a 5-goal lead, and the Dogs have come right back. Cracking game of footy. My VC's Cherry into Dawson, says Corey. Mills should get some CBAs too, says Lee Everett. Yeah, I think he'll play midfield, so I think he'll get plenty of CBAs. So, yeah, Doggies are right back in this. Right back in it. We got a game on, for sure. I went English into Dawson, need a big quarter. Yeah, we would have been doing better, Moonboy, if it wasn't for those 2 free kicks in the space of like 10 seconds. But we know you can have a 40-point quarter and get to a 120, 130, so... That seems to be Ed Richards' celebration lately, just sticking the tongue out after getting the goal. Blitzov should have got it to Holmes there and he didn't. Here's David. Go away, Davidson. Of course you're doing this when most people have got rid of you. Blitzovs. Give it to Holmes. Oh, Holmes is right there as well. Oh, English, what are you doing, says Moonboy? What, did he give away another free kick or something? Or are you just saying that because of the 2 frees in the space that I was talking about before? Go away, Davidson. My God. Why is he playing around the stoppages? He's meant to be a winger. Well, I guess it is near the wing, but still. Dogs are really playing well at the moment. Really putting a lot of pressure on the Cats. Stewart with the spoil. And out of bounds. Yeah, the 2 frees you mentioned before. Okay, yep. I traded Davidson over Bice. I regret that now, says Corey. Dogs been playing very well even without Darcy and Treloar. Oh, yeah, the fact that they've been doing this without Sam Darcy and Adam Treloar is very, very good. Nathan Thomas, I got him on the bench but can't loop him on unless I do trade out McRae. Or unless you don't trade out McRae, I think you mean. Well, if he goes a ton and tons up or something, you might as well bloody hold him. Even if he goes an 80, you probably hold him and have that as... Because there's no guarantee the Prima you trade in scores more, right? So that's a behind for Dogs. So the behinds is really the big reason why Dogs aren't in front. 28 scoring shots to 21. And it's a 3-point lead to the Cats. Give it to Holmesy, Blitzarves. Atkins, give it to Holmes. He's kicking to Holmes. Holmes, yes, marks it. Good stuff, Holmesy. +6 coming up for Holmesy here. Kicks it to Guthrie. Go back to Holmesy. Ah, damn it. I thought they were going to go back to him for a second there. Baker, just over Holmes' head there. And Guthrie, that will be out on the 4, I reckon. Yep. Haven't seen Myers for a long time, says DJ. Yeah, he's been quiet. He's been quiet for a bit. Jamarra Hayden would have been handy tonight, says Moon Boy. To be honest, I reckon Dogs play better without him. If I was a Dogs fan, I'd be glad that he's not playing and just get rid of him at the end of the year because he's clearly more trouble than what he's worth, I think, the way that sort of from him not playing March and things that you hear and whatever. So, yeah, I think that Dogs are probably going to be happy when if he gets traded at the end of the year and get him gone because Dogs have clearly got a good culture at the club and they clearly doesn't fit. So I'm glad the Crows... I'm glad the Dogs bid on him because then we got Riley Thilthorpe, who I'm very, very happy with. So, all rookies had to be traded eventually. It's just Murphy's Law that they punish you the week you trade them. Yeah, agreed. Yep, that's happened plenty of times, particularly to me this year. Go away, Davidson, man. Like, he's racking up all these tackles and these crappy touches. Like, thankfully he's not on the top page yet, but there's a Stewart. So Holmes on 94 as well. Holmes can get 110, I'll be very happy. There's a mark for Dale. So all of a sudden, MJ's players are now starting to bloody rack up in this last quarter. That being Davidson and Dale. Which I really can't afford. Love Holmes tonight, says Corey. Yeah, he's played well. Was that a pun for non-Murphy Reed holders? Moonboy says limits. I'm not sure. Is that a free? Another free against English. Wow, that's now 3 free kicks against him in the space of about probably 20 minutes of football. There's Grind Wise for a +6. Manor, switch it, mate. Switch it over to the open side. Holmesy's there. Goes to Blitzer. That's a free kick against Davidson. Surely. How is that not a free against Davidson? He's chopped his arm. Davidson's going to get to a bloody 90, isn't he? What's he on now? 75. Go away, mate. We don't have you in our team anymore. We don't care anymore. Go away. I don't want MJ getting kissed. There's Davidson again with a kick. I don't want MJ getting kissed with a bloody player on the ground. MJ's had a great year, and I love the man. But this week, no. This week, I don't want MJ beating me. Cannot afford to keep losing in the Content Creators Cup. Really can't. Let's give it to Holmesy. Baz just kicks it. Is Ed Richardson option, says Lockie Robbins. He's played well tonight, considering he got the tagged, whatever, but probably not for me still. When Treloar comes back, I don't think his scoring will be as high. The ball is just following, like, there's a tackle for Holmesy. That is a throw from Libba. And it won't count as a tackle because they'll think that he got rid of it. That is a throw, if ever I've seen one from Libba. I knew when bloody Holmes tackled Libba, I'm like, he's not going to be able to keep him from getting a touch here. That's a throw. I hope Holmes gets paid the tackle because that is not a handball. Has he been paid the tackle? No, hasn't been paid it, which is bullshit. He threw that then. That had better be paid as a tackle. Because Libba had it and he threw it out. Moonboy about to break the remote. Moonboy's about to break the remote over the bullshit from English. And there's another tackle for fucking Davidson. Go away! My God, why does he keep racking up points for? Bloody Davidson is going to kiss everyone that's still got him on the bench. Unbelievable. Like, what's he on now? There you go. He's on 82. Fuck off, Davidson. Literally single-handedly now starting to ruin the night. Here's Baz again. Another kick for Baz. O'Connor. Oh, that's dropped by Donald. That wasn't good. Myers. Give it to Holmesy. Holmesy's there. Bloody Dale. Go away, mate. That's out in the full anyway. Watch Holmes drop a 6 next week, says Ben. Oh, no, I don't think Holmes has been as bad as what people said. He had a bad patch there, but I think he's still going to be a good option. Favourite Pokemon battle says limits. That's a very good question. That is a very good question. That's a mark to Dempsey. Very good question on the favourite Pokemon. Trying to think of all of them in my head. Like, Charizard's always been a favourite of mine. Dragonite. There's a few there. There's a few. He stepped out of bounds, says Dempsey. No, Dempsey did get the mark. And he's kicked the goal as well. Oh, shouldn't have got paid the mark there. Oh, I tipped Geelong, so I'll take it. Bulldogs should be smashing the Cats. Look at the behinds. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Kenny's so good. I got him even though the bye was coming because I didn't know when I would get another chance. Matt Kenny always gets like 2 goals a week, says Ben Hayes. Mine's Psyduck's limits. I really wish they'd pay that tackle for Holmes because that was not a handball from Libba. And how is Davidson on 82? What's about like Dale's on like 60 now? 51, there you go. So he's still getting to... We're still not on a great score. He's still on a bad score, but still. Mannor's turned up now as well. Mannor's now the second high scorer of the game. I'd love to get bloody like a bit of luck my way and have like a rookie on the bench that goes really well. Holmes out on a wing at the moment. Not in that current CBA. There's Ed Richards again. Norton, taken down. I thought he might have dropped that then. That's holding the ball against Vandermeer, surely. No, apparently not. Or is it a holding the ball? Oh, no, it is a free kick to... Is that Atkins? Yep. Atkins loves a cuddle. Holmesy. Yes. Holmesy +6. Love to see it. Go on, Holmesy. Just run. No, run back to the pot. Oh, no, they're going to switch it quickly. Switch it back, Mark. O'Connor, switch it back. No. I want some +6s for Holmesy. Like, get some more. Get some cheap. Rack up the ball. Duncan. Duncan might switch it to Holmes here. It's going to Holmesy. Go, Holmesy. Mark it, mate. Oh, bloody Kennedy. Piss off, Kennedy, mate. Don't need you bloody spoiling stuff like that. Bulldog fans in the crowd are livid. Says Moon Boy. Yeah, I was looking at Manor and Myers all day, says Limits. Oh, at least Holmesy's tunned up, which is good to see. If he gets to, I'm happy with a ton anyway. But if he can somehow get to a 110, I'd be very, very happy. There's McNeil and another behind. So still just under 12 minutes to go. Plenty of time for the Dogs to still get there. It's only 7 points. It's still a very close game. Ted Closey still waiting to come on. Be typical of Brad Scott to use the sub with like a minute remaining. Holmes was about to lead short there for a kick, but slipped. There's Myers again. So Myers starting to get a little bit busier. Is he going to home? No. Henry. Holmes could be next for a kick. Oh, give to Holmes. Holmes is right there. Is he going to mark it? Yes! That's a free kick or something, surely. Did they pay the mark? Yeah, I reckon they paid the mark and then 50. Holmesy, go for goal. Play on, go for goal. You've got plenty of space. And kicks to Jezza. No, not quite. Dale handball again. Just to Holmes again. Holmes going to get gifted another free kick again. Out in the full. Thanks, Libber. Appreciate it. Holmesy again. Another kick. Duncan inboard to Mullen. So if he got the mark paid, Holmes, he'd be on 110 now. So he got paid the mark. So he did. Oh, yeah, that's right. He didn't get paid the free kick. He's on 109 though. Holmesy, he's top scoring for the game. Very, very good. Bales, what are your uniques in your matchup, says Marco. I can go through them after. I went through them just before, but Holmes is one of my uniques. So the bigger that Holmes goes, the better it is in my matchup. Humphrey's free kick. Is he going to... Is that Holmesy? Well, Holmesy's out wide. If they go... Oh, Duncan. Why are you going in board? Henry, go out wide. Holmes... Oh, no. Holmes is probably going to be... Holmes is going to be the next kick, I reckon. They've gone back the other way. No. Henry, go back out this way. Go to Holmes. No, don't go out there. Wait, is that Stewart? Or is that Guthrie? That's Stewart. Yep, so Stewart +6 there. Not sure I can take the Smith VC, says Kobe Pember. If he goes over 110, I'm still always more inclined to take that VC. Oh, they got the tap on. Holmes might have had a shot at goal there. Stewart again. Stewart's been great tonight. Stewart's been very good tonight. Stewart, come out to you. Go to your right. Stewart, go to your right, mate. Stewart's been good tonight. There's Myers again. So Myers is starting to really get to a good score now. He's nearly tunning up. Damn, might be a must-have at that price, says Moonboy. Holmes is everywhere, says Moonboy. I cannot imagine being a Closey owner. He's been subbed on the last few games and dropped like 80k, says Limits. Yeah, and he's been subbed on very, very late as well, which is obviously bad. Holmes going to go 67 next week. Ben, come on, man. I don't want to hear this negativity behind Holmesy. I don't want Holmesy going 60 or 70 next week. He's got a great run coming up, so I'm hoping he doesn't. Do any more watch-alongs this week? But weekend Bales says Moonboy. Yeah, tomorrow night we got one for Essendon and Richmond, then probably one on Saturday night for the Collingwood and North games. So should do a couple more for the weekend. Thank God Baz slow down, says Ben. Oh, here we go. Dogs. Oh, who's that? Norton. Norton's got plenty of space. Probably run into an open goal here. Yep, goal for Dogs. Back to 1 point. Have you seen enough of Stewart to bring him in, says Gareth? I think I have, depending on what other options there are. I think I have. He's looked good. He's looked like the Stewart that we know. What's Stewart on? He's on 89, right? So it's a pretty good score considering he's so cheap, right? He's got to remember he's mid 700s. So, are these trades good? McCrae Martin and Cleary to Simpson on field. I don't love Simpson on field, Stan, but I don't mind the trades. I was just going over prior history. Holmes on the bench, says Cricket Cut. Yeah, I thought he'd go on the bench at some point. He'll come back on. The game's too close for him to just sit the rest of the game off. So he'll be off for a couple of minutes and come back on. Can't wait for a Stewart concussion next week. Bont isn't a must-have after buys. I don't want a Stewart concussion next week. I hope he actually gets a good run just for his sake, not even from a fantasy standpoint. But if that happened, best 18, it would be covered by that anyway. So, and Harms, that's come back. Behind. So scores are level. 15 goals, 17 is what has kept the Dogs from being a lot more in front. Seven and a half minutes, so plenty of time. And here's Baz again with that play. I've seen that play so many times this year. Baz being in the middle of the ground and just sprinting and getting a +6. So Baz on 113. People saying not taking the Baz VC, but he might even get 120, 130 still. Still heaps of time left. That'd better not be a Davidson tackle, I swear. Jay Starts had to go McCrae to Martin and Daniel to Warner and play Langford on field to cover Coleman. Yeah, Langford on field's fine this week. He's been really good. There you go. Holmesy's back on. So he was off for like a minute or two. Smash that like legends. Yes, we're on 74. So let's get another. We've got 26 likes to go before we hit the 100, which is our goal every stream. So if we get 100 likes, that would be very much appreciated. That was well done by Stanley there. I don't know how that wasn't paid 15. Martin 140 plus bars hopefully got VC. Yeah, I got the VC. I hope he does go 140 tomorrow. That would be fantastic. Bias or Trainer to Stewart next week. Probably Trainer out of the two. Who should I captain since Bailey Smith isn't racking up? Says Vince. Oh, he's on 116 now, so I'd be taking it. I wouldn't do it yet on the app, but I'd be looking at taking this score. So, like 116 is a great score. For a captain. Okay, it's not the 150 like maybe some people thought, but you're probably taking that now. There's Holmesy. Kick for Holmesy. That's the 110. That's what I said I would like him to get to, so I'm very, very happy with Holmesy tonight. 120 now. Can we get maybe that ticked over? That'd be good. Here's Neil. Come on, Neil. Yes! Goal for Geelong. Geelong lead by 6 points. What a game of football. This is very, very good. DJ, ton for Myers on debut. Yep, Myers has been very good tonight. Was quiet for a little patch in the late part of the third quarter and early part of this quarter, but has really got going. Bont's been very quiet after getting that blitz subs tag. He's only had 11 points from what I've seen for a while. So, looked like he was going to go a lot bigger at one point. Henry V, hold on, Vince, let him cook. Limit says Cherry. Yeah, Cherry's a good, very good backup option for a captain. What a game, says Moonboy. Agreed. LM, can I captain Nick Martin this week, Bales, or did you buy him? Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Yes, I'll bring him in this week, and he's my VC. So take that what you will. I get what you're trying to insinuate, mate, that I break everyone that I bring in. So But we'll see how he goes. Here we go again. Ed Richards. Ed Richards could kick goal from here. No, Buku's alone as well. Oh, he's dropped the mark. Oh, that is a bad blunder. That he probably would have kicked that there as well. That is a very, very bad drop. Feels like Friday for some reason, but it's only Thursday, says Moonboy. Yeah, agreed. Yep. Yeah, that's a bad drop by Buku there. Here's Stewart, +6. See, this is where I'd love to own Stewart, because this is where Stewart can really rack up some points if Geelong just do this chip mark in defence. The Stewart's on 95. Oh God, I wish I had the balls to bring him in straight up. I just couldn't do it. That was a great tap by Bond. I just couldn't do it first game. Hotkey AFL. So many streams tonight. You guys are all different. Really? Well, this is the best stream going around, if I don't say so myself. This one's a bit more different. This is like a fantasy one. We watch our players' scores together. We chat football as well. It's not all fantasy, but we chat a heap of stuff, mate. So, Hotkey, mate, stick around. You might enjoy it. But appreciate you tuning in anyway. We're up to 76 likes, though. So, if we can get to 100 likes, get to our goal every stream as we do, then that would be very much appreciated. Don't do it, Bales, as a fellow Stuart owner this year. It ain't worth the heart problem, says Jay Sutts. I think it'll be eased, though, because it's in the buys. So, is he going to go back to Holmes here? Go to Holmes. Closey. Go to Holmes. No. Having Stuart gives me high blood pressure, says Ben Hayes. There are other streams, says Anthony Beresford. Step forward, bro. I love that you sold your channel sub. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. We're on track for 4K, so Hotkey, mate, you've helped us out a bit there, and we're getting close to 4,000, which is our big goal. Handball from Holmesy, kick from Baz, and that'll be a ball up in the 50. But yes, mate, Hotkey, very much appreciated. Is that a free again in the ruck? What happened? Who gave that away? Was that against O'Donnell? Free kicks 26-12. Yeah, right. That's a pretty big discrepancy. I know that all free kicks don't have to be even every game. So did O'Donnell not... Baz giving him rub of the head. So, English dead, says Moonboy. Oh, it was against Libba. Okay. I thought it was against O'Donnell. Yeah, Corey said O'Donnell. Yeah, I thought it was against O'Donnell. O'Donnell. Oh, it's a goal for Geelong anyway. Back out to 12 points. That's a pretty... a decent buffer now. There you go. Baz has ticked over the 120 as well, 122. So if you've got him as your VC, you're taking that. You're taking the 120. Anything over 120, it's not a question, you take it. Which I guess is good that Baz ended up going the 120. People were worried, but he's got there. Looks like Dawson steps up with the C. Yeah, English has had a very bad last quarter. Hey, Buzz, did you watch the OKC games today? Watched Halliburton shot live? No, I didn't actually, unfortunately. But, yeah, I know that the Pacers got the first game. So I do want OKC to win it all. Like, I love SGA. Lakers are out of it, so I'm hoping that they get it. But I guess we'll see. There's English. Try to get a kick away. Nearly holding the ball. That would have made Moonboy completely lose it if he hasn't already. And tackle for Myers there. 3.5 minutes to go. Still time for the Dogs. If they can get a goal in the next minute or so. We're on 77 likes as well. 23 likes away. Please smash a like so we can get to 100. Baz and Libba getting into it. I'm surprised it's taken this long for them to really get into it. Go away, Davidson. Yes, good. Got the handball to Atkins. And, Jezza and Cameron So Jezza and Stengel mucked it up. What did Kane Corn say to Bevo? What did Kane Corn say that got Bevo riled up, says Hotkey? I'm not sure, actually. I didn't hear it, but apparently a few words were exchanged and it happened pre-game. I saw it before. I'm probably going to go listen back to what they said after, because I'm really keen to see what happened. I'm not sure. Davidson may ton here, says Corey. He'd better bloody not ton. I'll tell you that right now. He's on 94. Libra and Baz really getting into it now. I don't know how Davidson's got 7 marks and 7 tackles. So, like, MJ's going to get that score and bring him on for Lindsay. Why can't I get good things like that? Why can't I have a rookie on the bench that goes really, really well? Like, I've got no doubt Davidson will ton up from here. And he's got lucky with some of these tackles as well. Like, I think half of the tackles he's laid shouldn't have been paid. Rest with trash, go Knicks, says Casa Riches. Gerald and Boy, Alex Duck plays for OKC2. These behinds have killed Dogs, and also Buku not marking it may cost them. Yeah, that Buku drop is potentially going to be very, very big. Come on, give it to Holmesy. I just want Holmesy one more +6 to get that 120. That 120 number for 2 players to start the round off would be absolutely fantastic. Jez has done really well here. He's gained like 50 metres just by slapping it forward. And he's missed it. Not from Beresford and Geraldton. Yeah, you guys are talking between yourselves there. There's a kick in for Bailey Dale. Holmes is forward, so if they can somehow get the ball, get it to Holmesy. Holmesy might be on here. There's Dempsey. Mark for Dempsey over Davidson, and this will put a sealer on the game. What happened to Stanley there? Henry says English FFS. What, did English do something? Oh, no, just hard landing for Stanley. Nah. Hard landing for Stanley. That wouldn't have tickled. So Dempsey to put the finishing touches on. We're still on 77 lights. We still need 23 before the stream ends. Oh, no, Dempsey's missed that. That's a bad miss. It's probably still too late for the Dogs, but Dale's getting all these free kick-ins now. And that is an awful kick-in. Straight to Brad Close. Max Holmes is free. Max Holmes is free. Holmes. Oh, why would you go back? Holmes is free in the 50 and could have had a shot. Holmes is free short. Holmes is free. Get Holmes a 120. One more +6 is all I'm asking for. If Holmes just gets 1, I don't mind. Holmes is right there. Holmes is right there. Yes. Oh, and they've called play on. So he'll get the 117 unless he gets another touch. And goal to Stengel. They've said that they've touched it, but I'm annoyed that didn't get paid 15 for Holmes. But 117, hoping he gets to 120 from here. A lot of how many tons is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tons. And if any of English, Stewart, Davidson get a +6 in the last few minutes, we'll have like more tons. I really hope Davidson doesn't get the ton. But one more kick for Holmesy, and I'll be very happy for a 120. To get 2 120s would be fantastic. But I'm already happy regardless. Balji had a rough season. Good to see Holmes going well. I think I've been a bit more unlucky. This 15-metre rule can get in the shit bin. Yeah, agreed. Yep, I don't like this rule. It's so bad. Holmes paid mark, says Tony. No, it didn't get paid. Unless he got a mark here or whatever. Unless the umpires... I think the umpires have made a mistake. Or Champion Data made a mistake, because that wasn't 15. The umpire clearly called play on. Is that another goal from Kennedy? Yeah, third goal for Kennedy. Yeah, Kennedy, another goal. So Kennedy's 111 now as well. So Kennedy's had a very good game. You'd be very happy if you traded him, Moon Boy. You'd be very happy with that at least. I know English hasn't done enough, but you'd be happy with that. Tony said, sorry, taken off. Yeah, I know it got taken off. It was just a shame, and that'll be it. So, because they didn't pay they didn't pay it, you get 117. But hey, I'll take 117 for sure. Very happy. But I wish that they paid it so I could have got the 120. It just would look nice as just a round even number. But when I've been lacking tons, to have two players and both ton up in the first game, that I'm very happy on. Duncan getting a win in his 300th game as well. There you go. And game's over. 14-point win for the Cats. Great game of footy. Fantastic game of footy. It's been a long time since I've seen two teams go over 110 points, which is good to see. We need more games like that. We really do. I want to see more games where both teams go massive in terms of point scoring. Stuart, good bet on return. Come on, each win this tap, says Henry V. Yeah, no, Stuart was good on return, Anthony. I'm very happy with him. So he's definitely someone I've got on my shopping list next week. Trainer Stuart is something I'll target. Mills obviously could change that. We'll see how Millsy goes. But Stuart at the moment, oh, God, I'm going to be hurt again, aren't I? Bringing Stuart in. Was a great game for sure, says Tony. Agreed. 10 players with a ton. Love to see it. Yeah, we love to see it. The only thing is a lot of people didn't have more than probably 2 or 3. But do we take the Smith VC, says Vince. Oh, come on, Vince. Come on, man. Don't need to ask that. You know for a fact you take it. 126 is 100% you take it. We're on 77 likes as well. So let's try and get... I'm starting to lose a bit of faith. We might not get 100 here. Davidson is the villain tonight, says Kent Hodder. Yes, agreed. He is the villain for sure. But yeah, we still need 23 likes for the stream finishes. So if you haven't liked it yet, please give the stream a like and get us to 100 to keep the streak going. Because I'll have to head off shortly. Hopefully I'm not waiting a while, but we'll see. Thanks, Bale, says Nathan. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Hopefully Mills goes well, so you go for him instead of Stewart, says Limits. I might be able to go both, you know. Is it like go Bicey and trainer to those two and upgrade 2 rookies in the same week, maybe? Who knows? But as I said, still happy. We're up to 79, so we still need 21. Had Davidson, Smith, and Fraser. I'm not too mad that game. Too mad. Great game, says Lee Everett. Davidson was cooking, says Stality. Why is Davidson the villain, says Angus? Because I don't have him and MJ's got him on the bench and we'll be able to loop him on in our matchup, which is very, very frustrating. So that's Holmesy's biggest score. Oh, actually, no, he's had 2 scores over 115 in the last 3. And when he tons up, he normally goes over 110. So it's good to see. And then so Baz again, another 126. So Baz is now ticked over. He's averaging exactly 120 points this year per game and has gone over 119 in each of his last 5 games. So he is absolutely burning it up at the moment. Togg's up as well. He'll have a longer break, which is good. Who did Geelong have the week after? Oh, they've got West Coast to Optus. Give me Baz captain next week, 100%. He will be my backup captain next week. It's a late game next week as well, by the way. Night game. Who would it be next week, actually? Dacos Hawthorn. No, I don't want any part of that. Dawson against Sydney. Don't really want that either. Who's Cherry got? Oh, Cherry's got the bye. Okay. Actually, yeah, that'll be interesting next week, actually. You probably can't go Marshall. No, probably not. Maybe got to get a Giants player in. Maybe Brayshaw against Gold Coast, maybe. They're probably the ones that stick out. Maybe go Nick Martin to get a ceiling score potentially. It's next week. Still got plenty of time to do it. But yeah, looking at that, it's going to be a bit tricky. Hotkey, what year did you start following the AFL? I've followed AFL ever since I can remember, mate. So we're on 86 likes as well. So we just need 14 likes. So if you can smash a like, that'd be fantastic. As long as I can remember. So I've followed it my whole life. So I don't know, would have been like 2001, 2002, 2003, somewhere around there. The first game I can remember is like the 2004 grand final, the Port Brisbane one. But yeah, I've been fighting my whole life. So a long time, mate. Long time. Kenny with 6 tons in a row now, says Weary. Yeah, he's been fantastic this year. Leaving the C on Baz would make for a stress-free life, says Tim. Yeah, agreed, mate. Kent Hodder dropped 2K spots, but only one player in this game. Lawler to Anderson or Bice to Martin? This week? Lawler to Anderson's the bigger upgrade, I think. I think I'd do the first one, but I like Martin this week. It's a tough one. Maybe you do Bice to Martin. Anthony Beresford, thanks, Bales. I'll bet the Dockers game Saturday, so I don't care which game you cover Saturday. All good, mate. All good. Enjoy the game. Hopefully, Free can get the job done. Kenny keeps turning up, says Tony. Yes, agreed. Steadily had Kennedy, English, and Libra in draft. Pretty happy with that result. Choppy Pickett played awesome in 04. Yeah, he did. Yep. I still remember how well he played in that grand final as well. Gareth Evans, hey, Bales, McRae, and JHF to Warner and Heaney. Yep, tick for me. Don't mind that. Yep, if you ran 14 buys, fine. Marco, can you go through all your uniques in your matchup? Yes, I will in a sec. Yep, give me 2 seconds. Big Bales, says Jordan Trend. Zerrett and Warner or Ando and Sinclair? I think it's Ando and Sinclair for me. Because Merritt's going to drop in money. I think Anderson and Sinclair's a good couple of pickups. Tim, picked up Libba as my second last round in draft. Could not believe my luck. Everyone else kept chasing the unproven rookies to only drop them later when most failed. Oh, massive pickup there, mate. Do the Freo game to cheer on Bolton on debut, says Angus. I'd almost rather not watch and just hope he just gets a good score. I'll be doing the Collingwood North game just because of Sheasel, Cherry, Dacos. I'll go that one instead. Jacob Delaporte, Shea Bolton or too risky? I'm bringing in Shea Bolton, so whether people think that I'm not going to go and break him, then but I think he's fine. He's risky, obviously, but we are about to enter the buys, so I think you can take a risk or two. We're on 89 likes as well, so we're 11 away from 100. So if you haven't smashed a like on the video to get us to 100, we just need 11 more. So I had lost faith, but now I'm starting to think we might be able to get there. So please smash a like on the video. Now got off voice hostility. Yeah, probably. Yeah, knowing my luck, I'll probably break him. So I hope not, but we're on to 90 as well. So we're into the 90s. I feel like a batsman. Just hit myself in the 90s. Just need 10 more runs. Stuart, definitely a target next week, says Lee Everett. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 95. He's cheap. His break even was, I think, in the 90s. Over 100. So he'll drop a little bit, but his break even will go back up again or back down again. So I think he is an option for sure. So I'm at 13,537. So I would have barely moved in rank, I reckon. I just want to see, what was my rank pre-round? My rank pre-round was 13,573. So I've moved up like not even 40 spots so far this round with the 2 players. So maybe a few people had more players this week than what I thought. But we're on 91, so we need 9 away. 9 likes is all we need. Got you on all my accounts. Smacked you a 6. Thanks, Limits, mate. Appreciate that. We just need 9 more likes to get to the 100. And then we can finish up. But Marco, I will go through my uniques with my matchup with MJ. So, uniques. Let's have a look. So, me versus MJ. So, he had Bailey Dale tonight for a 64, but he's also looping on Davidson 94. So, essentially, I'll just say that Dale got a 94 and Davidson got a 60, right? But I had Holmes for a 117. So, good start in the matchup. So, left to play. So, he has got Josh Dacos, Zach Reed, Tom Green, Josh Dunkley, Adam Chera, and Max Gawn. I've got Nasai Wangani-Miller, Luke Traynor, Jordan Dawson, Christian Petrarca, Xavier Lindsay, Rowan Marshall, and Shea Bolton. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can get the job done. I need to get some wins, but the fact that MJ, his 2 rookies on field this week that he's got as unique is Zach Reed, who's been killing it, and then Davidson, who's just scored a 90, and I've still got Lindsay and Traynor to play. I need to just hope they can get 60s this week, which isn't great, but it is what it is. I might even be able to loop. I was going to say maybe Luke Carroll or someone, but I don't expect Carroll or Finn O'Sullivan to do really anything. Can I loop, is there no, because he's in my mid, because Lindsay in my midfield and Connor Stone's in my forward line. I was hoping I could loop Cleary and that, but I can't. So, we'll see what happens anyway. MJ's got a better team than me, so if I can get the upset win, that would be pretty good, but I'm not sure. We're on 94 likes as well, so we're only 6 away. If you can please smash a like so we get to 100 likes, that would be fantastic. The Holmes roller coaster continues, says Caleb Collette. I'm happy. It was a good score this week, so that sounds a bit tough. Fingers crossed as limits. Yeah, it does, but it's I guess good start. We're on 95 as well, so we're only 5 away now. It's a good start, the fact that I've got the 117 as a unique. I just now got to hope that Lindsay or a trainer can just do their job, get a 60, 70 and go solid and just stay close to some of his lower premiums, and a Dawson and guys like that can go big. But yeah, I'm not expecting to win, but we'll see. Only 4 away now, 4 more likes. I'll move from 9,800 to 9,600, says Lockie Robbins. Yeah, it seems like if you had 2 players tonight, you probably didn't move up or down a whole bunch. Unless you had Dale and another player, then maybe you went down. Yeah. Fingers crossed. I would like to win. I need to get some wins because where am I on the ladder? That's a good question. 97 now. We're going up 1 by 1, so appreciate it. We've got 3 more to go, 3 more likes. So in terms of ladder, I'm 19th. But I'm equal with Jordox, who's 18th. I'm 1 game behind Guesty, Harmy, Mitch, Jake, Mini Monk, and Nathan. So I'm only 1 game away from 12th. John Holme, who's the 20th coach, is 4 wins and a draw. Then you've got Jaiden, Hef, Luke are 5 and 5, and Luke's 8. So I'm only 2 games outside the 8. Then you got Jeppa, DT Lemon, Sanch, and Holmesy are 6 and 4. So I'm 3 games away from 4th. So if I could just get on a run and win some games, then I feel like I can potentially still go okay. Doesn't anyone here bet on NRL? I got a question, says Pack. I don't bet on NRL, unfortunately, mate. Sorry. I'd like to even say put your question in and we can see what we can do, but I don't follow it closely enough, so I don't really want to put you in the wrong direction, mate. So apologies. You can put it in anyway, and I can see if I know what I'm talking about, but I probably don't. So we're on 97 likes as well, so please smash a like if you can. We just need 3 more to get to the streak and keep it alive. So yeah, Tom Stewart as well. Just want to have a look at his. So his price is $7.29. So it's even like 20k lower than what I thought. $7.29. He's going to drop a little bit because his break-even was 109. So he's going to be like $7.15 next week. And he was definitely a lot better in this game. So he's someone that I'll be looking at. He now goes West Coast, Gold Coast, Essendon, his next 3. So really good matchups there. He's someone I'm definitely looking at targeting for sure. Join Perth Bears, Bales, says Anthony Beresford. What's Perth Bears, mate? I'm not sure. What's for dinner, Bales? I had some gnocchi before. Gnocchi and some cheesy garlic bread, mate. So, yeah, that was nice. Still on 97 likes. Oh, no, right to 98 now. Appreciate that one person. We just need 2 more likes. If anyone out there hasn't smashed a like yet to get us to that magical number, that would be very, very much appreciated. Did I have Holmes in RDT or did I not start him? No, I didn't bring him in. So RDT, I only had Baz. I know for Supercoach I had Holmes. New NRL team in Perth. Oh, okay. Perth Bears. Oh, there you go. Our new NRL team courtesy of Premier Cook. Oh, we'll see how they go. We're up to 99 likes. We're only 1 away. There you go. Holmesy 131 and Baz 118 Supercoach. Good start in Supercoach. See if we can make some moves in Supercoach. And then Bolter. I don't think I had Holmes in this. I don't reckon. Did I have Holmes in Bolter? Nah, I didn't. Damn it. So just the 126 from Baz there. That's fine. That's all good. I did a multi, and the only one not checked off is a player to get 25 tackles, and he got 25 exactly. Do I win or lose? Oh, you get no. If you get a player to get 25, is it 25 plus, Pat? Because if it's 25 plus, you get it because you got 25 exactly. So you just got it. How much did you win, Pack? How much did you get? How much did the multi get? It was getting confused with the men's. I'm not sure what that was their limits for. Yeah, bro, 25. So yeah, you got it, Pack. Yep. Yeah, you would get paid out then with the 25 plus. $1,200, mate. How much did you put down? If you put down like $50 or something, that's a really nice return. $1,200. Wow. I'd love to win $1,200 at some point. We just got the 100 likes, so appreciate everyone that smashed a like. I didn't think we'd get there again, but we got there. Have Ben saying don't gamble. So 265. 265 turned to 1,200, mate. That's pretty good. Hopefully, it's like you haven't bet like a few thousand and then it's just come through. But mate, congrats on the big win, mate. Always good to see some big wins out there. Andy Beresford, yeah, don't Google Perth Bears and join without reading the ins and outs. Oh, fair enough. Oh, we got the likes anyway. Very much appreciate everyone that did that. Cheers, bro. Says Pat. All good, mate. No, congrats on the win. Well, way too much. Hope it was a good one-off, says Tim. Yeah. Oh no, very very happy with that anyway. When you win that, so very much appreciate it. But is there any late updates with scores? I'd love like a +3 late update for Baz. I don't think there will be though. Yeah, Bont really. Actually, did we go through the scores? I don't think we did. Anyway, let's go through the scores because I don't think we did. Baz 126 was obviously fantastic. Just continues dominating. Ed Richards and Max Hines both 117. Max Hines very, very handy. Good score there. And he had low game time, which was good. Well, it was good that he scored well, but I don't love the low game time. Libba 114. Kennedy 111, just keeps getting it done. Grind Mize 106. Atkins 105. Jezza 103. Bont 102. Manna turned up as well. English 97 was disappointing. I thought he was going to go massive there, but really quiet last quarter. Stewart 95. Potentially a good target next week for coaches. Davidson 94, that's really annoying. Humphreys 84 as well, got him in draft. Sanders got 6. Sanders didn't even move in last quarter. He got, where did Fraser go? Did Fraser not touch in last quarter? I don't reckon Fraser did. Fraser 59. He went backwards in that last quarter. So Dale 64. Did he get something added? Or no, 64 was what he was on. But yeah, Sanders 50, 65. Blitzov 64. That's disappointing if anyone jumped on him or was looking at that. He didn't have the number 1 ruck roll, only 3 hit outs. Duncan 48. And only 59% Tog as well. DeConing 45. Anyone got him? Cleary got subbed out as well. Janison 44. He was really quiet after having some good weeks. And then Closey on the 10 when he only got subbed on with only a few minutes left. So most people did well, like your Blitzarves and your Sanders and Fraser and a few other guys like that didn't do great. So it really would have been handy if bloody Davidson was there. Davidson only 14 touches, but 7 marks and 7 tackles is really what got him that big score, which is frustrating in my matchup. But, oh well, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. But yeah, that's where we go. So, just want to see... last bit of chat, then we'll wrap up. Baz said post-game he would have missed if it wasn't the Dogs game, so might get managed next week, just a slight flag. Oh, is that what he said? He would have missed it if it wasn't the Dogs game. I think they've got a longer break now, I'm pretty sure. They don't play until next Sunday, so they got like a 13-day... They got like a 10... Wait, hang on, how many days is that? You got 1, 2, 3, so that's a 10-day break. He should be fine, but yeah, it's a bit of a flag. He might be rested. Limits, yeah, saw that on Facebook where it claimed they had no association with the NRL team. No, too many people screwed over. Is Shanil target? No, not Shanil. Nah. I don't even know what he scored tonight, but no, he's not target Cameron, unfortunately. He's a key forward. Sanders went quiet as well, says Limits. Anthony Bresford of Bales, you should join Perth Bears. Adelaide don't have a team and you support us in WA so much already. I just said far the NRL though. But yeah, if Perth's team came in, I'd probably go for the Perth team if they out of anyone. Corey Blackledge, Kenny and Supercoach should have had more than 87 with 25 and 3 goals and 80% disposal efficiency. Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't get more. Just read the fine print when you got to join the team. Corey Blackledge, he keeps getting underscored lately. Maybe with the late adjustments, he might get more. Lee Everett, love the content, Bales. Keep up the great work. We'll be here for tomorrow night's watch long. Thank you, mate. Yep, we'll be doing one for tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Jamal Phipp, Jezza was a pleasant pod. West Coast should be huge for him next week. Yeah, that's a good matchup for Jezza, so he could be really big. But he was great tonight. With he kicked 7? 6? 6. So, yeah, he was great tonight. So, yep, Jamal, he was very good, and congrats on the pod. I had him in a few draft leagues, so very happy. Limits, cheers, Bale. See you tomorrow night. Going to trade round 13, says Jamal. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, you get some good scores, and you trade, and you take the cash and scores and run, so don't mind it. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you, everyone that smashed the likes and got us to 100 likes again. If you haven't become a Patreon member yet, I'm doing answering questions and team reviews and stuff tonight. I'm recording the Patreon exclusive Q&A as well tonight. So if you haven't become a Patreon member yet, head over to patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics if you'd like to help in creating my dream, if that makes sense, in becoming a full-time fantasy content creator. Becoming a Patreon member is just a small step you can do to help me achieve that goal. And you get bonus content in there as well. There'll be a lot more bonus stuff, not only the rest of this year, but next year as well. So if you'd like to jump in, then yeah, that'd be very much appreciated. And I'll be doing a team reviews tonight. So if you want to get your team reviewed, every Patreon member gets a team review each week through the Ask Beyond Q search, which you get for free. So if you'd like to do that, patreon.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. Jamal Fit, appreciate you, Bales. See you tomorrow. Yep, catch you, mate. See you tomorrow if you join in. Cheers, mate. See you tomorrow night, says Lockie Robbins. Thank you, mate. Yeah, looking forward to tomorrow, Bales Merit VC. Yep, looking forward to that, Anthony. But yeah, no, we'll be live tomorrow night for another watch along. Cameron says, love you, Bales. Thank you, mate. I can't quite say it back. So if I say it back to you, I have to say it to everyone. But I very much appreciate it, mate. But yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. per time for our pre-lockout chat to get all your questions answered there. And answering a heap of your questions there. So make sure you guys tune in there. And then the watch along will be live tomorrow night. So when does the game start? That's a good question. I think it's 7:10, which means I'll be live. Sorry, 7:10 my time, so 7:40. So it means I'll be live at 7:30, 10 minutes before the game. Yeah, 7:10. So 7:40 Eastern. So I'll be live at 7:30 Eastern, 5:30 Perth time. Jordan saying, love you, Bales. Thank you, mate. Very much appreciate it. As I said, I can't say it to one because I have to say it to everyone, but I very much appreciate it. Anyway, very much appreciate it. But yeah, live tomorrow for our watch along and pre-lockout chat. Make sure you guys tune in. Like, subscribe if you haven't done that already. And yeah, we'll catch you all tomorrow. So hopefully you had a good night, and we'll catch everyone tomorrow. So thanks, everyone. Catch you tomorrow. See ya.